168 hours on Carnival's best ship. That's 7 days of unlimited food, awesome activities, endless entertainment, and visits to stunning destinations. Welcome aboard the Texas Lone Star flagship, the Carnival Jubilee, where you'll be joining me for my entire cruise adventure. But now it's time to wake up. Good morning and welcome aboard the Carnival Jubilee, the Texas Lone Star flagship of the Carnival fleet. And today we're going to be setting sail from Texas to do a 7-night Western Caribbean cruise. This ship sails year-round from Texas, and it is Carnival's largest ship in the fleet. So is it any good? I don't know, we'll have to find out. So let's go ahead and take it back to the beginning of the day in Galveston. Alright, so we just checked out of Harbor House, which is a hotel here in Galveston. If you've never been here before, I highly recommend it. I might make a small video about Harbor House and my stay here, but it was mostly raining last night, so we didn't really do anything here in Galveston. But what I will say is the big advantage of staying at Harbor House is that you are within walking distance of the Carnival Cruise Terminal. So we're actually walking to the port today, which is something I've never done before. Super exciting. Usually we always have to take some shuttle or transportation, but me and my dad have decided we're gonna walk. We're gonna get some steps in so we can get to the buffet. After a less than 2-minute walk, basically the amount of time it took me to do my previous intro talking about walking, we've already made it. Also joined by my dad here today. Him and I will be cruising for the next 2 weeks. 1 week on Jubilee, and then any guesses on what might be next? Who knows? But let's get aboard the Jubilee. We've dropped off the luggage and we're heading in to check in. About 10:30, we're a little early, but we'll see how early we get aboard. Alrighty, we made it through security and check-in. We're all good. Now we're going up a ramp, which seems all too familiar for Carnival and me. Anyways, it's 10:52, so about 20 minutes to get through the check-in process and security process. Not too bad. Good job, Galveston. A little slower. I mean, you can't expect instantaneous, am I right? So now we're waiting, but the person making announcements, I actually think I know him.
Hey,
oh my gosh, Nick!
What's up, Steven?
How you doing?
Good.
I heard your voice and I was like, I think that's him.
Yeah.
That's crazy, you're doing announcements.
Yeah. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's really great.
If you don't know who this is, Travel with Nick is an awesome future cruise director. He does videos. Check out his channel, it'll be linked down below.
Travel with Nick.
But he's always in Galveston. I've been looking forward to meeting him. Sadly, he's working, so he's not going to be on the ship.
I wish I was cruising, but one day.
One day, we'll be together.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so we're boarding group CO6 and we're just casually waiting. We're running through the boarding groups. Now it's just time to wait and then we'll be aboard Jubilee real soon. So I just wanted to mention, Travel with Nick, love his channel. He does really awesome videos, actually, thinking about that. But regardless, we're here to get aboard. So we can't do anything, we're just gonna continue to wait. My dad just ran off without me. But anyways, we got called. Or maybe we didn't, but Nick is awesome anyways. Also, in case you happen to have forgotten to print out your boarding pass, they will print one out for you on a receipt, which is cool. Steven?
Thank you. Have a good time.
Thank you. Let's get aboard. We are almost aboard. Last moment's looking at Galveston. Well, not really looking at Galveston. Last moment standing on ground. Not really ground. I don't know what I'm saying. Hey. I'm all over the place today. Here we go. We are aboard the Carnival Jubilee. And like the professional my dad is, he's already asking for where our muster station is, so we're gonna go get that checked in, get that taken care of right away. It's good practice. Let's get it done. We're aboard. First up, we go to the Jubilee Theater.
Thank you. Done.
Cool.
Okay, cool. We're out of here.
You know, I think we have to watch something.
We're good, right?
Now we gotta watch a quick demonstration. But here's the theater. Where are we going now that we're all done?
Doesn't matter. Can't go to the room, so it's probably still too early.
During the 20-second demonstration, this guy was complaining that it's way too long, that we just need to get out of here.
It's too busy.
As if he's above the law. Unbelievable. This professional's done too many of them. He needs to stop going.
Plus some Royal, so we've seen this so many times.
He needs to stop going on cruises. I'd like to remind him of a time where we actually had to go sit and everybody on the ship had to go gather, and it took 30 to an hour. But now we just go in small groups and watch a demonstration. Why he complains so much, it's because that's who he is. But anyways, we're gonna go find somewhere to go hang out, eat, or do something. I'm hungry. The cruise ship is our oyster, and I don't know where we are going. As per usual on a boarding day, the elevators are already way too crowded for me, so I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way. I'm on 7, I need to go to 16, sheesh. I think it's almost a tradition. Every time I get aboard a ship, I have to immediately start hiking the stairs. It's always a good measurement for how out of shape I am. 16. 6 to 16. Usually, the other Carnival ships that I'm on are much smaller than this. But now there's like 6 extra decks that I'm not used to, which is awesome. Or not. Welcome to the pool deck, aka the Lido. Oh, look at this. Already we have like street eats. Well, we'll have to spend some time throughout this cruise to figure out what's all here. But there's a few different places. Seafood Shack, Time Fries, Steam Dreams, Mad Sizzle. But Steam Dreams is a dumpling place, so we're gonna eat here.
Is that soy sauce? Yeah, soy sauce. Please, thank you. Awesome. Very good. Awesome. Okay.
You know, can I get one too, please?
Sure. Every day we have the bow line.
Bao? Oh, okay.
And every 4th day we have the water.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
That's good.
Enjoy, sir.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
You too. Wow. Already off to the races, and Dad got 2 things. He got one thing from the dumpling place, and he got another thing from Sizzle, a Moroccan kebab. I was asking them, they do have something different every single day, so when you go, it's a reason to go every day. You don't have to just eat the same thing throughout the entire week. You get something new every day, which is exciting. So we're going, yes, today, but we'll have to be back tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. But let's get right into it and have a bite of this barbecue chosh. I think it's like a chashu bao, which is like barbecue pork. Cheers. I haven't had it horrible. It's actually pretty good. But while I'm at it, I'm going to try a bite of my dad's kebab and see what this is about.
Tasty. That's good. Not dry, that's for sure.
That's actually really good too.
That's good.
It has flavor, which is the best thing about it. With Moroccan food, you don't have to worry if it's going to have any seasonings because it's got it. That's pretty good. I will say, I was only planning to have the bao just to be light, but actually, we're slowly going through every one of the places, and Dad ran over to get something from the fry place, which is like, they have bacon, they have chili.
They have all kinds of stuff.
They have
Bacon,
all
chili,
kinds.
fries, jalapenos, I don't know, a bunch of other stuff on the side, but I was like, nah, none of that, just plain.
You got it just plain, no cheese for, me,
So
but
Stevie can eat it.
I'm going to try a bite here. Can't go wrong with loaded fries. One thing that helps a lot is that the fries themselves are actually seasoned, so when you add all the extra stuff on top, it makes it that much better, or you could have the fries by itself. But I like fun. Now that we're done with eating, let's go eat some more. I'm just kidding. We're gonna walk through the marketplace. So one thing we're gonna have to do is figure out where we're going on the ship because I didn't look ahead at a map. So I could look at a map if I wanted. Big chicken? Heck yeah. Oh, it's already busy. That's crazy. But everyone already knows that's the best restaurant on the ship. I love Shaq's Big Chicken. It's my favorite place to go on Carnival Radiance, which is one of the few ships that have it. But yeah, all the Excel class ships have that restaurant. We're gonna get there eventually. We have to. But we're okay for now. Still a little full from the snack that we had earlier. But one thing for sure is we made it all the way to the back of the ship, and look at that. It has an infinity pool facing backwards. That's really nice. And a few jacuzzis on the left and right. Hanging out in the pool has never really been my thing, but as long as it's not too busy, which it might be busy, we'll see on a sea day, this might be a place to hang out. Then while we're back here, let's just take a look at the beautiful Carnival Dream that is just behind us. I don't really have anything to say about the Carnival Dream. I've never been on it, I've never been on Dream Class before, so I don't really know. A lot of people have said that I should try that out because it's like the perfect size. Not too big, not too small. Perfect ratio of like public space to people. That's what I've heard. I don't know, comment down below if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong, I'm always wrong, but we are on the largest Carnival ship right now, Carnival Jubilee. And the Excel class ship, I will say, it does feel a lot more massive than the other Carnival ships. Just walking through the buffet from the front of the ship to the back, it felt a lot longer than usual, so we'll see. But did no one tell me that right behind me is a roller coaster? Wait a second. I'd be playing dumb if I said I didn't know that was there, but I forgot. I just turned around and then there's a roller coaster right there. What in the world? Oh, we're gonna have to try that. It's windy, by the way. You good? Did you lose something, Dad? we will get on that roller coaster at some point of the ship. It does cost extra, but you know what? It's gonna be worth it. We have to do it. There's just no way we can't. I hate heights, but I love punishing myself. I don't really know where I was going with that one. Hey, we'll get on it, don't worry. All right, so we went front to back on deck 16. Now we're on 17. We're gonna go back to front. I just want to mention, there's a smoking section, but because during the fueling process, they do have to stop you from smoking because it would light up the the fuel ship, and that would be really bad. So this is where the smoking section would be, in the back 17. But because it's not, because of the bunkering, we could walk through and everything is okay. Do you guys care about smoking sections? I'm not really much of a smoker myself at all, so I don't really talk about it. But if you're interested in that, or where not to be, then you should comment down below so I know for future ships. Anyways, smoking section, back, right side, starboard side, on the back of 17. Don't go there, or go there, I don't know, it just depends on who you are. So normally up there would be Serenity, but unfortunately they have it roped up for a private function, which I guess is a thing you could do. You could rent out space or whatnot. I did see a wedding party, I think that might be theirs, but we'll get up there eventually when it opens up. So for now, I guess we'll just hang out on 17. And if you come back on the opposite side, so the port side or left side, excuse me, there's a Guy's Burger, and it's like actually a restaurant. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. That is cool. And wow, look at the line for that. Thankfully, we've already eaten, so we don't need to hop in, but my gosh. It is really cool that they actually have like a little restaurant area dedicated to Guy's Burger, compared to the other ships where it's just kind of nooked right in. It's a whole space, so there's a lot of seating, long line. Because sometimes Guy's Burger, the line picks up. Honestly, it's really good. Those burgers are really great, so I understand why they need the longer line for Big Chicken and for Guy's Burger. So we backed out of Guy's Burger and we're gonna go up to deck 18 because this is where all the cool fun stuff is. Which basically means you're never gonna see me up here because this is where all the cool fun stuff is. And I'm not cool or fun. Ropes course right above us, which I've still yet to do on a Carnival ship. Basketball court and roller coaster right above us. This we will definitely have to do. A roller coaster on a ship, that is just, you have to do it. If it's on a cruise ship, you have to do it. Dad, are you gonna go on the roller coaster with me? You gonna do the roller coaster with me? So?
If you have not completed your
He'll go.
master's
Oh, and then here, all the way at the back, is where the waterworks is. So the slides and the kids section. Wow, there we go. That's pretty cool. A place that we don't hang out very much because I myself am not a kid. I promise, I'm not a kid. But yeah. And then last but not least, mini golf. For those of you who've watched, you guys know that I'm the world champion at mini golf, running one time in a row, and have not competed since. So we're gonna keep the title as is. Bolt, the ultimate sea coaster. Not open right now. All right, so we've come up from the top deck down to deck 8, and now we're gonna do some exploring of the inside, because we're just trying to hang out close to our cabin until it opens up. So we magically teleported down one deck. We're on now 6, 7, I can't count. We're on deck 7, and we're in the casino, which is closed because we're in port. It will open later. But now it's my opportunity to kind of look around in the casino while they don't kick me out, because you're not really supposed to record in the casino per their rules. But when it's not open, this is when we walk around and pretend like we actually gamble, which we don't do much of. But as far as your tables are concerned, we got your blackjack, we've got your 3-card poker, heads up hold'em, other games I don't know, and then you got your slot machines. Is this a non-smoking section? It is a smoking section.
Thank you.
Which is unfortunate. This is a smoking casino, so that means it will be smoky later on. But right now, even though there's no, like usually it has that lingering smell of smoke, but not at the moment. Real interesting. Random note. But yeah, why can't they make non-smoking casinos? And that's kind of it for the casino. It's really not that big. Is there like another casino, or what happened? That's crazy. All right, well.
It's not.
Oh, there's still more. Never mind. It's still going. Kidding, of course. More casino to be had. Oh, and then there's doors out to the Grand Central. There you go. Okay, I'm liking this a lot better. But look at even way more tables to me spend money on. Okay, this is a pretty good casino, pretty good size. But now that we're out of the casino, we're back into Grand Central. So I guess now that we're here, let's talk a little bit about Grand Central. So Grand Central is kind of your replacement to the atrium, while also being a hybrid show entertainment area. So it's got a multi-purpose function, which I think is really cool. But So I think there's supposed to be shows that get held here, kind of like theater shows. That's why there's theater seating right behind me. And also, of course, there's a cool lounge area when there's nothing going on. Like there's a DJ playing right now. Everything's kind of chill. I like the idea, but we will see the execution because to me, Grand Central feels a little small. Like there's maybe not enough space to do everything, or for everyone that wants to see some of the action to be here to fit. But we'll find out as the time goes on. But certainly I like the idea. The concept to me is a very strong concept. The execution is really where it's all gonna lie. If it feels crowded, if it just goes overwhelming, you can't cross back and forth, you know, between the decks from the front to the back, then it's a problem. But if it's not a problem, then this will be a really great idea and I will love Carnival forever for it. But we'll find out. But then just past Grand Central is some stores. I think they call this area Currents, is what I've read. This suddenly made so much sense why they called it Currents. Because it's like literally currents above you. That is so cool. Oh, I love this. I love this. This is like a promenade, like Royal Promenade. Maybe not as massive, but I like the open space. That's cool. We're on this like second floor of it, looking down. Below us is where you can, there's stuff below us, but, and it's current. I love this. There's like currents above us. They have screens that kind of make you feel like you're underwater. This is a really cool concept. I like this idea. I'm a big fan. I like this a lot. It's got a good open airy feeling, or an open ocean feeling. Oh. And then of course Alchemy Bar is right behind you. Carnival Jubilee, you're doing great. Wait a second, it changed again as I was walking through. Now it's sharks, oh my gosh. Wow, what a crazy concept. Oh, I figured it out. There's some kiddos controlling it on the, they can pick what they want to see, and then it pops up over there.
Go over there and film that. That's pretty awesome.
I'll try to get over there eventually, but I'm gonna let the kids have fun for now.
That's pretty awesome.
But as soon as it opens up, this kid is gonna have fun. I like that. Well, that's so cool. That just like multiplied how much I love this place. I liked it before, but now it's really cool.
That's cool.
Okay, they're done with it. I'm gonna run over and just try this really quickly. Arctic water. Quest change. Boom. Is it gonna change anytime soon? Wow. That is pretty cool. And it lasts a certain amount of time, so you can't change it right away. Like you can't be that kid that just like boop, 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 boop. It won't do that. It'll time you. And now you can change it. We'll do one more for the fun of it. Let's go to the coral reef. Request change. And then slowly, you will see the Arctic start to kind of change. Was that a dolphin? Woo! You'll slowly start seeing it to change. Wow, and the lighting in the entire room changes as well to match the screen. That is awesome. Colored me impressed. I love this. If I wasn't polite, I would sit here all day and not let anyone else change it. But you know what? This is really cool. The kid in me is just like going crazy. Wow. As we leave my new favorite place, I will say that that is going to be a place that you will find me working on my laptop throughout this cruise. That is a spot I've already decided. But anyways, we just passed by Fahrenheit 555, which is the steakhouse, and here is the Pacific restaurant, which I think is one of the main dining rooms. So there we go. This is where we're coming for dinner. Currently, they're doing a muster station right now, so we're gonna just head on down to explore some more. One of the disadvantages of bringing carry-on is that you have to carry it everywhere you go until the cabin opens up, which is at 1:30. We're getting there. We're almost there. So we found currents below the waves. I don't know if it said that before, but anyways, now we're on deck 6, and now we're walking on the currents deck. Okay, I think this map is tracking all of the Carnival fleet right now, so where it is, and it also shows where we're going to be going throughout the voyage. Oh, I could tap it. the Carnival Dream is right there. So if I go over here, hey, the Carnival Radiance, that's our ship. That means that, that we should find Panorama over here for a dry dock. That is so cool. It tracks the entire fleet. I now know where the entire Carnival fleet is. I already kind of, yeah, no, that's that. No words can describe how excited I am for that kind of stuff. And look, we got another change. This place is my favorite place. I don't care what anyone says. Currents is the best idea ever. Carnival, I love you. I'd come back on this ship just for this place. And as we are heading forward, we have found our way back to Grand Central, the bottom floor of Grand Central. And across the way is Java Blue. So I know it's been very scattered and all over the place, this tour, which has kind of been not really an official but unofficial tour. We're making our way all the way around to the ship. So I hope it kind of made sense. Try to keep up with where I was at any time. One of the things that I love doing when I first get aboard the ship is to just go and explore and see everything really quickly. As the cruise goes on is when I like to enjoy and really spend time in each individual place to get a better idea. But this whole quick run through the whole ship, I like doing that because basically what's going to happen is now that I know where I want to go, spend extra time in, where I think I won't be interested, won't spend so much time in, it's just kind of a good way for me to always get a cruise started, just put in all the steps, earn all my meals, and then for the rest of the time really enjoy and relax. But day one is always a hectic, gotta go here, gotta go there, what's this, what's that. But yeah, so that concludes the majority of the tour. We've gone through all of the public spaces, and now we're gonna go head to our room as soon as it opens up at 1:30. And here we are, 8259. And our luggage is actually already here, so that's really cool. Welcome to our Havana interior. We've made it to our home for the next 7 days, and it's inside, but it still gets us access. You're probably wondering, what is the Havana? It's the private sun deck area that we get access to throughout the rest of the cruise, so that's nice. But it's inside. Usually there's cabanas with the balcony that's kind of like a whole thing. This is not that. We just wanted to go cheap, get on the ship, while also getting access to Havana, so we can kind of compare, see what it's all about. But yes, it is a little small, but that's okay because only 7 days. But essentially, when we got in the cabin, there is an envelope, which I'm going to open one-handed. Boom. With our Havana wristbands for the rest of the cruise, and that is what is going to get us access to the little pool deck area, actually more like a sun deck area, on the side of the ship. We'll take a look at it later, but for now, you know what time it is. 60-second room tour starting now. As always, like to start here at the front. Here's all of your safety information in case of emergency. It does require a card to power on the room, but it is already here. Light switches, air conditioning switches. Here is the bathroom, toilet, sink, mirror, hello me, shower, not too, it's actually a pretty decent sized shower, and it does have some height. I'm not that squished. Look at that. Good job, Carnival. On the opposite side, we can find our closet. Boom. Hangers. Boom. Robes that you can use for the duration of the cruise. I like it. That's a Havana benefit. Over here, more storage that my dad actually ended up taking. Safe. More hanger space. By the way, no life jackets. That's actually because they're stored at your muster station, so they don't keep them in your room. Just a fun fact. Here is your desk, chair, mirror, 2 USBs, 1, 2, 3 plugs, 2 more USBs, and a mini fridge down here to store stuff. Shelves up here with things, TV, 1 twin bed, another twin bed. Couldn't combine to make 1 queen bed if you want to. A little bit of storage space, light switch, USB over there, and time. I think we went over a few seconds. It's been a while since I've done one of these 60-second room tours. As always, it's a fun thing that we like to do on this channel. There is a complete room tour if you're interested. Whew. But it has been a while, so hopefully it wasn't too bad. I kind of feel like I say that at the beginning of every 60-second room tour. It's just our way of doing room tours quick on this channel because some people love them, some people hate them, but you just need to get the basic information. What's the cabin look like? And I think 60 seconds is a fun way to get it done. Whew. Let's get back. Well, actually, before we head out, we're going to get some unpacking done because this is our home for the next 7 days, so you have to do it. You have to get unpacked. You got to get settled in, and that's what we're going to do, and then it should be in time for sail away. We made it up to the pool deck for the sail away party. You can even hear me. You may not be able to, but it's okay. Welcome to the sail away party.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go. Good afternoon, Carnival Jubilee!
5, we're taking it back Beyonce style. Follow me, here we go. Carnival Jubilee, sing along, here we go.
Just had to step away from the party real quick. We've already sailed away. Look at that. I just decided to run to the back of the ship where it's a little more quieter by a lot, and to acknowledge that we have left and set sail from Galveston. It will be the last time we see this place until the end of the cruise. But not to worry, because the end of the cruise is so far away. 7 beautiful nights on this ship before we even have to think about seeing Galveston again, in which case then we might be a little sad. But for now, we're setting sail. We'll see how sea conditions are. I've heard that it might be a little rough tonight and tomorrow. It's really windy. It's gonna be like 30 miles per hour wind, but that's okay because we're having a great time, we're having fun. Yeah, so I guess this is the part of the video where I get to acknowledge that we're sailing away from Galveston. So I guess that means Galveston, we'll see you real soon. But not too soon, in a long time, because we don't want it to end anytime soon. So now that we've set sail and whatnot, I just want to really quickly talk about and mention that you can, on my time, you get to check in for dining on the app, and it opens up at 5:10. So if you're one of those early people, get in. 5:10 is the time that it allows you to check in for your dining. So you hop in, and you basically hop in like a virtual queue, and as soon as your table is ready, it will call you, and it gives you an estimated time on how long it should take. But at 5:10, not only does the Pacific dining room open up, but also Shebang and Cucina del Capitano, which is included. I think you can do it one time. We'll get more information about that as we go on, but you can actually do those specialty restaurants for free. So we're gonna do Shebang tonight, and we've checked in for it, and it's still really windy, but we've checked in for it, so we're gonna go eat at Shebang instead of the main dining room, and it should be free. It should be. That's what everyone's been telling us, so that's what we're gonna do. And everyone says it's really good. You come on Carnival Jubilee, you get 2 free specialty restaurants. You just gotta get in the virtual queue to hop in. I'm sure it will sell out. So hop in at 5:10. It may be an early dinner, but you know what? You get it. That's the most important thing. So it's actually time for a reservation, so we'll see how quick we get in. That was actually not bad. It was a 20-minute wait. Perfect. Welcome to Shebang. Alrighty, welcome to Shebang. This is a different one. It's a Mexican-Chinese fusion. We'll see how this goes. It sounds like fun, actually. We'll have to wait for a server. I don't know what we can and cannot get, but what I will say is that the menus are digital, so I can't show you a physical menu like I'd like to. We just have to show you a screenshot or something. But there you go. That's what it looks like. Pretty exciting. What would you get? I don't know what I'm getting. We'll find out soon, right? So we're off to a great start with some pretty cool appetizers, and it took a little bit to get our order taken, but as soon as it's taken, like that, so phenomenal. Love the timing whenever it's fast. We're gonna just try the spring roll real quick. It's got a good flavor, vegetarian spring roll. Can't go wrong with that. But then lettuce wraps. I'm always a big fan of these, but it's like a little taco almost, the way they have it set up. I'm always a big fan of lettuce wraps. Like, if you've ever been to P.F. Chang's, something, I go to that restaurant very often. Like, to me, the signature is like the appetizer lettuce wrap, so I'm always a big fan of this. Let's see. It's a mess, but actually that's pretty good. Honestly, appetizer so far, pretty good. What a great start. The flavor is really the best thing about it. You know, sometimes things are under-seasoned or they don't have a depth. Like, there's no like depth to the flavor. It just tastes like salt or whatever. This is pretty good. Alrighty, we got the Cantonese pork, which sounds like fun. I don't know. Cantonese food. As you may have noticed, there is we've kind of gone more Chinese than Mexican. So you could pick Mexican, you could pick Chinese. I went all Chinese by just that's kind of what I felt like eating. Yesterday I had Mexican, just so happens to be. So I didn't feel like I had Mexican, just felt like Chinese. Anyways, pork time. Okay, that's got a really good flavor. That's not bad. Is it? That's pretty good. Chinese when not actually on a Chinese, like in a Chinese restaurant, not that great, but this is pretty good. Not completely authentic, but also not completely bad. Question is, would I pay for it at home? I think I would. I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't, like, if this was a restaurant I had to pay for, I wouldn't never go there. There's just better places, but I wouldn't never go if this was for pay. It's pretty good. Actually pretty decent.
Anyways, just got out of Shebang, which was actually a really good restaurant. I was pretty impressed with the Chinese food. So I will say, positive reviews all around. It's not the most authentic Chinese place in the world, but Dad and I were talking about it. Actually, we both agreed. It's really got good flavor. It's worth going to for sure. I think I'd go back to it at home, you know, and we like our Chinese food, so we know what's good, we know what's bad, and that's one of those places that's definitely worth going to. You gotta, especially since it's included, check it out. And even if it was a paid specialty restaurant, I would pay for that. It was a good meal.
My mind's on a permanent vacation. The ocean is my only medication. I'm wishing my condition ain't ever gonna go away.
octopus's garden in the shade. He'd let us in, knows where he'd been, in an octopus's garden in the shade. We are in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine, and our friends are all aboard. Where it began, I've heard this song before, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. My brown-eyed girl, one more time everybody sing. You are brown-eyed girl, sing to your neighbor. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sing to your other neighbor. Now Paisley, in just a minute, I need you to press this button. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Not yet, not yet. Now Paisley, when you press that, the ship will be alive. What do we got now? We have officially activated the fun. From comedy to karaoke, live music to world-class production shows, fun is what you make it. So go out and get it. From the Jubilee Theatre, there's a show at 9 o'clock. There's comedy right now in both comedy clubs, and as you just saw, every venue is now full of live music, laughter, and fun. My name's Louis, I'm your cruise director, and on behalf of the captain and the whole ship's crew, welcome aboard the Carnival Jubilee. One more time, make some noise for your Carnival Family Entertainment team.
So we just got done with our first show of the cruise, Activate the Fun, which was definitely activating the fun. That was a good way to start the cruise. I didn't really have any time to explain going into what it was, but walking out of it, I am pretty impressed. What a great way to start off all entertainment. Basically what they did is they brought in the playlist cast, which is going to be the main theaters. They played one song from each of their performances throughout the rest of the cruise, which I don't know all of them, but eventually I'll know all of them. Then they brought in every artist, all the bands, the singers, the violinists, everyone played a couple songs just to give us a quick taste of what we have in store for the rest of the cruise, which I like a lot because sometimes I don't always have the chance to get to every single music artist on board the ship. So now I got to see all of them, and now I get to decide whether or not I want to go see all of them or any specific one. I will say the piano bar looking like a lot of fun, so we'll definitely go there at some point. But yes, I love that show. That is a great concept. Good way to start the cruise. A good way to get an idea of what you want to see, or a good way to get an idea of where you want to go. So we've come to the back of the ship, to the Carnival Fun Store. And you know, there's only one thing that we're really interested in this shop. Actually, there might be a few things, but only one major thing. As you always know, every ship, every cruise we go on, gonna slide that out of the way. It's a ship model, and this one looks pretty good.
Wow.
65 bucks.
65.
Dad and I were having a bet on whether it'd be 70 or 60. He was guessing 60. I was guessing 70.
So right in the middle. Actually.
So we both win. That's not okay.
64.95.
4.95. There you go.
Closer to 60 than 40 to 70.
Not bad.
5 cents.
But we're getting one for sure. We always have to. Add one to the collection. Mission success. While we were in the Carnival Fun Shop, I just wanted to look at some of the other shirts too, and it looks like they still have the inaugural season stuff, and I believe this ship came out Christmas of last year, so Christmas of 23. It released Christmas of 2023, so the fact that they still have inaugural season stuff, I'm wondering if a season is a year. But I do like some of the Jubilee shirts. I might go back and get one later in the voyage, but for now, ship model. We're good. Anyways, we've come to the end of the first night. Thank you so much for watching today. I know I have disappeared from YouTube for about 3 months now, but I promise you we're back. We're ready to get cruising again. We got this one, we got the next one, and we have so much fun content coming your way. Overall, Carnival Jubilee Day 1 was a success. I'm excited for the rest of the week. We have 7 beautiful days aboard the ship, so a lot to get going. We have 3 ports: Costa Maya, Roatan, and Cozumel, which we've been to. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we'll find out what we're going to do. I guess you'll have to stay tuned for that. So many beautiful shows aboard the ship, so much to do, all coming soon for the rest of this series. Thank you so much for watching today. As always, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see ya real soon. Good morning, my name is Steven, and welcome to day 2 aboard the Carnival Jubilee, a day at sea, a fun day at sea. And while I started off the day in a quite routine way, I went to the Wave morning show, which is something that I enjoy doing. It's, to me, a great way to start the day so you can get an idea of what is happening throughout the day, get to hang out with the cruise director, a few fun squad members, and some guests that they bring along, and they give you the lowdown of the day. Then, after I started breakfast at Big Chicken, at Shaq's Big Chicken, which is a favorite place of mine aboard Carnival cruise ships, then realizing that I have done this before, and I have done this multiple times before. This is just kind of the routine way I start my days on Carnival ships, so we're skipping past all that. Today, day 2, is a little bit of a stormier day. We are facing some tough weather, so it is going to be an indoor day for sure. We're not going to be outside too much. The rain is going to probably shut down most of all the outside activities, so that will have to be a tomorrow thing. Today, we're going to be spending our time indoors, away from the rain, for the most part, trying to keep dry. I'm gonna say warm, but actually it's quite warm outside today, so no worries. It's tropical storm weather. So today we're gonna be spending our time indoors. That's what the name of the game is. Is there enough on Jubilee to not have to go outside at all, not go to the pool, nothing, just spend time inside. Now that I have my morning start, it's time to get to some activities. Okay, so I finally found something different, and I wasn't even planning on eating more, but at Street Eats they had pad thai with shrimp, which I thought was really cool. I had to try a bite of it. I love the Street Eats idea, and the fact that it changes every day means that I'm always going to be excited to come every day and try something new. And yesterday was really good, so let's see. Pad thai, I'm a fan of it. Who can go wrong with noodles? Got a bit of a kick to it, but honestly, pretty good. I'm a big fan. Also, I think the rain is kind of getting blown towards me because it's really windy and rainy outside. So, kind of getting a light shower. Then, as a second thing, they had in the steamed dreams or something like that, they had a bao, like a brisket bao. So there's brisket in the middle, and then like this bao, like kind of like a taco, almost. One thing I will say is that cruise ships have been missing out on for a long time is Chinese food, or just Asian food in general, because some of it can be really cheap. You make a lot of it. And the fact that they finally added included food that's Asian, I'm a big fan of it. I love this. This is like a dream come true for me. This ship has been yesterday, today. I think I might just eat. That's the only thing I'm going to be doing today. Stay inside and just stay eating. I don't know if you can see inside of it, but the sweet with the tangy cabbage, yeah, the sweet brisket with the tangy cabbage, that makes for a great combo. Big fan. I'm gonna get 5 more. All right, I just finished up eating for the 10th time this day, but I just wanted to say I had been sitting nearby the pool deck because we were right over there sitting, and they have canceled most of the outdoor activities because of the weather. It's not raining this moment. It was raining when I was eating, so it cleared up. So we're head up to the top, take a look at Serenity since we haven't done that yet. But activities for the day, not looking too good, which is kind of a bummer. For the outside, which is to be expected on a rainy, windy day. Well, coming up here for good reference, all the chairs are tied off, so no one's really hanging out on the top deck. It's a little windy. I am so sorry. I will do my best to try and not ruin the audio. But welcome to Serenity. So, all the outside chairs are tied off, but the chairs under the awnings are still open for use. But the main thing is the pool. Oh, heck yeah. This is actually a really nice Serenity.
Very nice. Sheesh.
This is kind of what I was looking for. A nice, quiet, secluded area for adults only. But it has coverings. The pool is not active right now, but it can be. It is open. Wow. Cold?
Cool.
And then just keep going forward and you will find the very front of the ship. And here is a beautiful look of the ocean, of where we're going. And it's actually not too windy up here. You would think that it'd be really windy, because usually when you hang out in the front, it is. But I think you can maybe hear it. The wind guards are doing a really good job. So that's pretty cool. So, boom. It's basically just me and Dad all the way at the top front of the ship. Now, obviously with the weather, it's kind of a hard judge of what Serenity will be like. Hopefully we'll get better weather as the ship sailing goes on. But, you know, it's pretty peaceful and it's not that crowded because no one wants to come up here. Now, the weird thing is you would look at it and you think that it is a really cold day with, you know, the gloomy clouds above and the rain, but actually, because we're in the Caribbean, it's really warm. And to most people that sounds like common sense, but to me, who's been on a lot of cold cruises recently, like the last one I was on, it looked like this and it was freezing outside. I had to wear a jacket. I got sick at the end of the sailing. It sucked. This is, it's like really warm and humid still. And I like that weather so much better than freezing. I really do. I have to mention it because, you know, California, we're a lot colder, and the Pacific Ocean is just a lot colder than the Atlantic Caribbean. It just is what it is. So I appreciate days like this, even though it's kind of gloomy and raining. And then the last thing is Loft 19, which I think costs extra. I'm not really too sure what this is. I've never really seen it, but Deck 19, Loft 19, we'll go check out and see what we can see. So the crew member was nice enough to let us up here and take a look, but we can't actually like be up here. But here are some really cool cabanas. They're like $300 and $500 depending on sea day or port day. That's crazy. And there's a hot tub up here too if you want, that you're exclusive to, but we'll leave those people alone. And I guess you just get a good look of all the potential places for chairs and setups, but because of the weather again, it's not really what it's gonna look like. I am just thankful that we were able to walk up and look at it. I think if it was a reasonable price, and I think we have to get a cabana, pricing details we'll get at the end, last. But I would consider paying for something like this because it's really nice and secluded, and the hot tub looks really nice, but it has to be for the right price. And maybe because it's so expensive is the reason why not many people are here. And look at that, they even got the fake grass to walk all over. Yeah, heck yeah. This is a pretty cool spot. All right, so we just finished up at Loft 19, and I just want to mention that it does cost extra. It's $250 for a port day and $500 for a sea day, and it gets you 6 people. And it does include lunch, include service, bottle of champagne, all that stuff, and your cabana. And then you get access to it all day from 8 to 8. It's pretty cool. It's worth it, I think, on port days. If you had 6 people, divide that, 250 divided by 6 is a number that I can't do off the top of my head. Less than $50 a person. I like that idea, not bad. And you get stuff with it. But we saw a really cool outlook that we want to see if we can get to. So that's why we're walking through cabins. But yeah, Comment down below. Would you go to Loft 19? So we decided to come down to Pig and Anchor and the Heroes Tribute Bar and football day. It's Sunday. Of course, it's going to be busy here. I don't really know who's playing, but I'm sure just about everybody. It's Sunday. Of course, this is the most crowded, popular place because of sports. I love that, actually. That's awesome. I'm sure a lot of you would be disappointed to hear that I don't watch football, but at the same time, I don't pick any teams, so I'm not anyone's enemy. That's how I stay out of it. I'm eating again. It's been about 20 minutes since the last time I ate, so I need to eat again. But we went to Guy's Pig and Anchor, which is an included barbecue spot. And while it was crazy in here, we found that there's outside seating that's nice and quiet, so I feel obligated to be quiet. Got all the good stuff. Got brisket, pulled pork, sausage, potato salad, collard greens. You really can't go wrong with any of it. I could try one thing at a time and say it's all, whether it's good or bad, but we'll just go with that. It's all pretty good. That's actually way better than I thought it was gonna be. So one thing I usually say when people ask me like, oh, how do you not eat so much when you go on cruises? And generally I have the rule of thumb that I don't need to eat everything because why? I mean, like, just pace myself, right? There's a whole week. I don't have to eat everything right away, but for whatever reason, today has not been one of those days, and Dad and I have been just eating a lot. We had 2 plates of barbecue. We split, and so I was just gonna try one of everything, just a few bites. It was good, maybe eat all of it. It was really good. So we ate all of it, and we got another plate. And now I'm really full, and tonight is formal night dinner because second night, we're probably not going to be actually eating at dinner because, yeah. But now we're gonna go do some trivia because that's a great way to work off calories. Welcome to the Havana Bar for some trivia, 70s trivia. Well, it's a little busy, so we can't find a seat. So we'll just kind of listen for a few things, but trivia, busy. So by the end of it, we got an 8 out of 20. Not too bad, I guess. I guess we should have gotten a 7 out of 20, because then it would have been, the 70s. That makes no sense. That's a dumb joke. Let's just cut to the next thing. Anyway, so we made it back to the cabin after trivia. It was a failure or a success. I don't know. We had fun. Dad and I don't know anything. Well, I don't know anything. Dad knows a little less than nothing. And, well, a little more than nothing? How does that go? But I wanted to give a big shout out. I got a gift of cookies from Nick J, who we saw in the terminal boarding yesterday. So Nick, thank you so much for the cookies. I really appreciate that. That's super awesome. My dad gave me a heads up that we had gotten those, and I was like, who do I know that would have sent me a gift and that knew ahead of time that I was going? And of course, none other than Nick. Thank you, Nick. It was so awesome meeting you. Hopefully we get to be reunited one time together on the same cruise. But seriously, that was so nice. That's awesome. But I don't really have anything else to add to that. I will be eating these cookies. Thanks, Nick, for going out of the way. If you don't know who Nick J is, travel with Nick J. Check out his channel. It's really good. I enjoy watching his videos. He actually edits really good, and I love his videos. And I've known about him for quite a while. He's been based out of Texas. He lives in Texas, and he works for Carnival in the terminal. And he also happens to go on plenty of cruises. So if you love Carnival, you love the fun, he always has some pretty cool videos. He does interviews with cruise directors and whatnot, which maybe I should do, but it's not really my thing. It's his thing. Check out his channel. And while you check out his channel, I'm going to eat a cookie. Cheers. These are actually much better than the ones in the buffet. Oh my gosh. But anyways, yeah. It actually says a note. There's a note here, and he says, welcome aboard the Lone Star ship of Texas, the beautiful Carnival Jubilee. Thank you, brother. Hopefully we'll get to sail together eventually. One day, it'd be really awesome. Check out his videos. 2 days in a row. We gotta shout him out. 2 days in a row. He's an awesome dude. But for now, I think I'm going to enjoy the cookies, so thank you. It's been a little since the last time we chatted, but I have gone to a comedy show, which I can't record in, so I recorded a little bit of me actually going there. I just went to go enjoy it. It was really funny, but comedy shows are always a thing on Carnival, and they're always changing the comedians, so what I see here is not what you're gonna see when you come aboard. But now it's time for dinner, and it's formal night tonight, and this is as formal as I'm getting tonight. It's also a white night theme, so we're covered there. But welcome to the Pacific Restaurant, the main dining room aboard Jubilee. I almost forgot what ship I was on. But we checked in, we got our table, and now we're heading in. All right, we made it to the Pacific dining room, right? Yeah, and we already ordered our appetizers, which I got the tuna crudo, which is something I always like getting now on formal night. It feels fancy. I don't even know what crudo means, but I do know I like tuna, so there is that. Cheers. Pretty good. Oh yeah, we're eating in the Pacific dining room tonight, but we didn't have to. We could have actually gone back to Jabang as many times as we'd like. If we wanted to spend the whole cruise there, we could do that. And then we have one free night in Cucina del Capitano, which is the Italian restaurant. So I kind of like the idea of having 3 specialty restaurants on the ship. The first one in Cucina is free. The rest cost $8 a night, but still, that's pretty good. $8 for an Italian specialty restaurant? Sounds great. Some specialty restaurants for other cruise lines cost like $50 for that. So good job, Carnival, for that one. So because it's a formal night, we wanted to come back to the main dining room to get the formal night menu because we are big fans, or at least I'm a big fan of the formal night menu. I'm kind of the one deciding where we go and when for each night, and I've decided I really like the formal night menu, so that's why we're here. But we'll probably be back in Japan tomorrow or Cucina another day real soon. But the good thing is since we're on my time, we can kind of pick whenever we feel like, hey, I feel like eating Italian today, or at this specific moment, we can do it, or we can go to the main dining room. Whatever you want. The menus are listed ahead of time. Well, the menus for the specialty restaurants don't change, but the main dining room menu is always listed ahead of time, so you can check. Oh, day 3, really like the menu. I'm gonna go there. Day 5, maybe I don't like it as much. That kind of thing. You just gotta play the game a little bit, look ahead, and you make decisions. That's the great thing about my time on Carnival. You just go whenever you feel like it, and you choose whatever you like on Jubilee. It's not like this on every ship, though, so don't go on a small Carnival ship and expect to get free specialty restaurants. But what you can expect is filet on the menu for formal night. I don't actually know if that was the last thing I said. I don't remember. I forget from time to time. I'll say something with the intention to lead in a segue to the next clip, and then I completely forget. I don't even remember what I was going to do. Thank you. But anyways, so filet. It's actually pretty tender. I'm not going to lie. Got to give it to Carnival for that one. And then the brisket. Definitely the filet is better because obviously, but I think they give the brisket because they don't want to give so much filet. So they fill out the meat with the brisket, make it a duet thing. That's my guess. But either way, it's pretty good. Overall. Can never go wrong with green beans though. But that's pretty much it for dinner. We'll see you after. Where tonight we're going to watch a bunch of shows because with 2 main venues, there seems like it's going to be a show hopping kind of day. So we're out of the Pacific dining room, and now we're on to the next thing, which is going to be the captain's welcome. By the way, I want to say that dinner took about an hour and 10 minutes, which is, I think, pretty good, all things considered, because sometimes dining can take a long time, and sometimes that's the big complaint. I've had that, but today was really good. So, captain's welcome time. Alrighty, so we made it to Grand Central, or Central Stage, whatever you'd like to call it, but Captain's welcome is at 7 o'clock, so he's going to do a little toast, and then Viva Variety, which is basically their headliner act, John Foster, is going to be going on at 7:30, and then after that we're going to catch Celestial Strings, which is the main theater production from the Playlist cast. So we have a full night of entertainment, which is super exciting. I kind of like that it worked out. We were able to get our dinner in at like 5:30. As soon as it opened up, and then we just are going to be going from thing to thing to thing, and then to cap off the night will be the White Night Party. So it's going pretty smooth so far. We'll see how actually it goes in execution. But for now, we're going to be waiting until we get to see the captain.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the center stage, the heart of our big and beautiful ship. Isn't the ship fantastic? I absolutely love it. My name's Louis, I'm your cruise director, and to me, this is one of the best ships in the world, and it's certainly the biggest. I loved watching you yesterday. You get on board, and from outside in Galveston, you say, wow, look at the ship, the Jubilee, it's massive. Then you come on board, you see the center stage, you go, wow, this ship is absolutely massive. You go up to the Lido, you say the same thing, wow, this ship is massive. And then you get to your stateroom, and you go, wow, this stateroom's cozy, but that's because we want you out having fun. And have you all had fun so far? You have. Now on board this ship, we have got so many amazing things for you to do. From a roller coaster to a beautiful theatre and right here the centre stage. So without any further ado, it's time to start our traditional style of cruising. Welcome once again to our captain's address. First up, we are going to meet all the way from Colombia, our public health officer. Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage, Diana. From Italy, please welcome our staff captain, Francesco. Next up, this incredible leader has over 20 years at Carnival Cruise Line. All the way from Norway, in charge of all hotel operations, please welcome our hotel director, Lars. Now, Carnival family, it's the moment you have all been waiting for. To say a few words and toast to a great cruise, please put your hands together for our captain, our master and commander, the captain of all, the Carnival Jubilee, Captain Andrea Catalani.
Thank you. How are you? More than that, we do have our best asset, our team members, the 1,800 team members that are here only to deliver a fun, a memorable, and of course, a safe vacations to all of you. Together with all of us up here, of course, and well, I guess we are delighted to having you on board, and we're looking forward to spend a beautiful week with you. So, welcome aboard the beautiful Carnival Jubilee. Thank you.
Carnival family, please put your hands together for our captain, Captain Andrea Catalani.
Thank you.
Show has been quoted the best show I have ever seen. Yeah, his mum said that quote, but it's a really great show. Carnival Jubilee, let's give a good old Carnival family welcome. Deck number 6, stamp your feet. Deck number 7, clap your hands. Deck number 8, scream and shout, and please put your hands together. Make some noise for tonight's female variety act, Mr. Glenn Foster!
Last one we said, my name is Glenn Foster. I am from Orlando, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm what they refer to as a comedy magician. If you don't know what that is, a comedy magician is someone who does magic tricks and tries to find comedic situations while performing the magic tricks. So if something's not funny tonight, it's a trick. A mentor of mine, he taught me this next magic trick. I want you to watch very closely because this first trick talks about change. Let's do this, Charles.
Please, will you do it?
You guys want to see one more? All right, sit back down. Sit back down real quick.
There we go. Carnival family, one more time. Mr. Glenn Foster! Never seen before. Here we go.
I've been practicing this trick now for quite a few months, and you guys are the very first audience to actually see this. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this trick is normally done with 4 cards and 4 coins. Most of the time when you see magicians do this trick, they do it 4 coins, 4 cards. I've been working on this to be able to do this trick. No cards, 4 coins, 2 hands. So let's see here, we'll make sure everybody, can you guys see that up there? You guys see my hands? I'm not sure why that mic's popping, but watch.
Welcome to the Jubilee Theater for Celestial Strings. Out of one show and into the next, I suppose. With Celestial Strings, the music is still going, it's still very loud, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but it was a good show. Alrighty, just got out of Celestial Strings. It was a good show. Not my favorite show, but the song selection was probably the best thing about it. Now, after shows, generally the elevators are a little busy, so I'm going up to the pool deck the old-fashioned way. And that is 9 decks up. So, overall, I really like the show. I like the idea of implementing the violinist in the show, and they're playing and performing throughout the entire show with the singing and dancing, as always, as every Carnival Playlist production show. The more I go up, the more I lose oxygen, not because we're going high, but because exercise. So, hopefully that made sense. Anyways, now it's the White Night Party, if we can make it. It looks like the rain is stopped and the party is going. Welcome to the pool deck's White Night Party.
5, 8,
Alrighty, so we just got down from the White Hot Party, and by the way, for anyone wondering why I haven't ever shown any video of me dancing, you just experienced that. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, I'm sorry. Cool thing about Carnival is that they have late night snacks, and usually it's in the buffet on other ships, but here it's in Pig and Anchor. I kind of like it. I like the idea. Out of the top decks, it's down on deck 8, where pretty much everything is. I love it. First off, I want to mention that they do have an ice cream machine down here, which is really cool. That is cool. An ice cream machine on deck 8, inside, not on the pool deck. That's just so foreign to me. Usually they're always on the pool deck. I like some of the things Jubilee's been doing, like this. So I think I've eaten enough on camera for the day, but I just wanted to mention the buffet, or the late night snack, because it's a really cool concept and something that every cruise line should do. But it may not look like much, but we have been eating all day and I need to chill it out. I mean, the dancing, did drain me and made me a little hungry, but I don't think we made up enough of how much we've eaten for the day. So, just as a reference, generally there's going to be some fried thing, like chicken tenders or cauliflower today or whatever, and then french fries, a hot dog, sandwiches, and pizza. That's all you need to know about this and late night snacks. Anyways, we've come to the end of the evening and our sea day, which was a start off slow, but it got better as the night went on. So it's not like Carnival controls the weather, but good job, Carnival. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's sea day. Tomorrow is another sea day. What we'll be doing in that video is only to tell, but thank you for watching today. As always, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see you real soon. Good morning, my name is Steven and welcome aboard the Carnival Jubilee for day 3. Today is another sea day and I'm just waking up watching the morning show, which is actually being shot live right now. We did go to it yesterday, we briefly mentioned it, but I do appreciate these morning shows to give me an idea of what to do, though I'm not actually listening to it because I'm talking to you right now. Today is another sea day. Yes, 2 sea days back to back. When you hop on the Jubilee, you get on, you get a sea day, then you get another sea day because the ship is so massive and you want to really enjoy it. But what are we going to do today? Only time will tell. But I will say, I do want to eat. We haven't had Guy's Burger yet. Day 3 and we haven't had Guy's Burger, that's a problem. So we got to rectify that right now. And then we're going to be riding the Bolt roller coaster, the only roller coaster at sea. Just ignore the other 2 Carnival ships that have the roller coaster. But let's go, let's get out there right now. So it looks like things have cleared up so much more today. We have blue skies, it's nice, the sun is out. Perfect time for a burger, at least I think. Oh, but I forgot, it doesn't actually open up till 12, so we're a little early. I don't know what we're gonna do for the next 15 minutes. Alrighty, so we're back up at Guy's Burger, and looks like so is everybody else. So it's we'll see how long this line's gonna take. So that line is pretty ridiculous. It goes on and on and on and zigzags back and forth. So I wanted a burger, but I don't think it's that worth it. I will just come back a different day. There are other restaurants on this ship. That's not the only one. It just opened, and it's already that crazy. So we're gonna go do something else. But that was a line. So instead we've come down to Street Eats, which does not have nearly the length of line. So it looks like I might have made a mistake by not waiting at Guy's for the extra 15 minutes because it looks like an hour wait. The line wasn't even moving. I stood there for about 5 minutes and we didn't move but one step forward. So they're still getting ready. No need to bombard it when it first opens. That's why I went to Sizzle, which had teriyaki chicken, which sounded really good. But anyways, while I take a moment to try a bite of teriyaki chicken, I wanted to say what Family Feud was. If you haven't heard of the game show, well then stop living under a rock, I guess. I think it's the most watched game show ever. And while it's not Steve Harvey, it is our cruise director, Louie, they are doing Family Feud on Carnival, the legitimate show. And that means that we can't actually record it, just like you can't record a TV episode. The same rules apply. So unfortunately, I can go watch and enjoy the show, but I can't record it and share it with you guys. So it's something that if you really want to see in person, you have to go on a Carnival cruise yourself. You can't get it from me, sadly. But I will be enjoying, that was the auditions that I went to go see. Later on tonight, they will be doing the full show. 2 families face off each other, ending off in Fast Money. It's gonna be exciting to see. I've never seen it on any Carnival I haven't seen it on a cruise before yet, or even live at all, so it'll be really fun. I can't wait. But for now, teriyaki chicken, I mean, it's no burger, but I do like the vegetables that are with it, and it's a pretty decent teriyaki chicken. Hopefully, after we get done with Bolt, which we have in about a half an hour, we will be able to actually try it. Guy's Burger. It'd be like a reward for going on a roller coaster, because I'm not a big fan of those. I don't like heights. It's not my thing, but I will do the roller coaster for you guys. Since we have to make reservations for Bolt, we're gonna kill some time by doing the ropes course, because it looks like fun. So the ropes course is free and anyone can do it. All you gotta do is pretty much go hop in the line and go for it. Obviously I can't take my massive camera on while doing the ropes course, so I'm gonna leave my camera with Dad and he'll be my cameraman for a little bit as I do all these dumb things that I love oh so much. I've not done a ropes course on Carnival yet, and I guess this is, why not? On the largest Carnival ship, on the largest ropes course. What a great time to try it for the first time, right? Right? That's what I'm trying to tell myself. I seriously hate heights. And it does look like I do meet the height requirement, but maybe not the hair requirement. Oh my gosh, my hair is getting blown all over the place. What's the point of waking up early and doing it if it's just gonna get, I should just not have hair. Anyways, we're going up there. Alrighty, I made it back down on, I'd say Earth, but that wouldn't be on the deck. We're no longer up above, but that sucked. It was really windy up there, and there is a zip line portion that another cruise line has it's like 50 to 100 bucks to do the zip line portion on this specific ship that I'm thinking about. It's free here, but unfortunately it was closed. So it wasn't just me being a coward. For those of you who know that the Jubilee has a zip line, I just wasn't able to do it because it was closed. But they will have it open in port because hopefully better weather. it was really windy up there. So overall, you can go as many times as you'd like. They asked me if I wanted to go again, and I said, nope, I'm getting off. Thank you very much. And that's it. I guess that emotional roller coaster of the ropes course is preparing me for the actual roller coaster that we're about to go on right now. But enough about the ropes course. Let's talk about the Bolt roller coaster, which is one of 3 roller coasters at sea. Carnival Jubilee, Carnival Mardi Gras, Celebration. All of those ships have the Excel class, have the roller coaster, and of course we're on the Jubilee, the newest, the biggest from Carnival. So we're gonna go on Bolt, but it does cost $15 per person per ride. So that is a bit of an unfortunate thing. Thankfully, it's only me, so it's only one painless $15 to go ride it. But you know what? That's okay. It's an experience. Let's try it out. We'll see how it goes. I think we're able to do 2 loops, but we'll talk about all of it after we get back from the ride. Let's go. There she is, the world's first roller coaster at sea. I'll be up there in just a few moments. To be quite fair, I'm actually a lot less nervous about the Bolt than I was about the ropes course, because the ropes course, I have to physically look down. The roller coaster is just a roller coaster. It's pretty high up, I won't lie, but I'm not actively participating in it. I'm just letting the ride happen in front of me. So we'll be okay, but it looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a busy line, so let's go. Yes, everybody and their mothers are here for this ride at 1:30. So we'll hop in, we'll get in eventually. Yep. It's like I went for the pool. Oh my gosh, I got drenched. Well, went up for Bolt. Problem was they had a mechanical issue, so we waited about 15 minutes. They got one ride in, and then it started pouring rain. So that was fun. I'm gonna go back to the cabin and dry off and try to see again through my glasses. I love that. That's fun. But the good thing is that we just immediately got refunded. But the bad thing is we have to rebook another go at it. So if we didn't want to go, fine. But for those that actually want to ride Bolt, unfortunately, they did not help us try and get another reservation. So I will have to go back later and do that. Gotta love the Caribbean, man. It just suddenly starts raining out of nowhere like that. It was sunny, and then suddenly it was pouring. Alrighty, so we made it back to the room. I'm not sure what the plan is now, because that was a clear shock and surprise. We're gonna just dry off, and we'll reposition. We're gonna try and get on Bolt tonight. We have until 6 o'clock, so hopefully it will clear up. Hopefully, but I need to get things dried off and me dried off, and I wasn't planning on going in the pool today, but I might as well. What fun, what fun. Honestly, it's just all fun. I love it. We'll check back with you as soon as I have something figured out. So I came back up and look, it's sunny again, like completely clear. Not a cloud. I mean, there are clouds in the sky, but no gray clouds, it's clear. But I checked, and they will try at 4:30 to open up the ride again, to open up Bolt. For those that had reservations for today, they're gonna try and take them all later in this afternoon. So we're gonna try at 4:30. We'll see if we can get back in. We'll see if it opens. Obviously, if it stays clear like this and it dries up, then we'll be good to go. But I had to change my clothes because soaked. But yeah, it's crazy to be walking the same place I was walking 30 minutes ago where I was getting drenched. That's how quick rain comes in. That's how quick it goes. So we'll try back later. All right, we're back. We're gonna try Bolt one more time. Hopefully it goes well. Get it out the way. I don't have a mic, but oh, I forgot.
Yeah, and the mic's over here. I mean, I got the best that I can.
That thing's, yeah, that thing's bolted.
When you're doing this.
I wasn't even really ready.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I wasn't ready either. I was like, oh, sheesh.
I was just like sitting there, and then there's no countdown.
Just sent you.
It just sent, and I was like, oh, okay, we're going. Oh, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. $15, fast ride. You go around twice, but that's an experience for sure. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. This time around, no line. I walked right up. It was great. I do highly recommend it. You got to ride one time at least for the roller coaster at sea. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I don't really have much to say about it. It was great. And we're back in Chebang. We liked it on the first night, so we decided to come back. Menu on the main dining room didn't look too appealing. So glad that we can come back as many times as we like. Also, what a great way to celebrate going on a roller coaster with a nice meal. So there is that. Finished with dinner in Chebang, which is really good. We stuck Chinese for the most part, but I did try a Mexican thing. Tacos, they were pretty good. But now I think we're gonna go to the theater for Family Feud. And unfortunately, we can't record Family Feud, so we're gonna have to check out of the vlog for a little bit. So yeah, we'll check back with you after we get out of Family Feud because we can't record, sadly. So, currently, Grand Central is having a show that I'll explain later out of Family Feud. That was great. Now it's time for Rio Carnival. And by the way, Grand Central does have screens for you to watch for those of us that are less fortunate to actually get a seat.
Set is done, and now there's a parade and heading over to some insurance that you can see on the screen. So we don't really have that great of a view, so I'm sorry for us, but it is what it is. We got there late.
Come to another end of an evening. What have we done since the last time we really talked? First off, Chebang, a great option for just a chill meal. I'm glad that the menu doesn't change because I knew I liked it. When I looked at the main dining room, it just didn't sound like something I wanted, so that's why Chebang it was. We knew it was good, we went for it. We can go there as much as we want. Success. I tried one thing new, but I tried one Mexican dish, which was the carnitas, and that was okay. It wasn't the best thing in the world, but actually mainly I decided to stick Chinese because Chinese food, or any Asian food really, and cruising doesn't really, hardly ever. So that's why we went with that. Then we went to Family Feud. Unfortunately, we cannot record Family Feud, which I think I mentioned, but it was really good. I loved it, the whole production, everything. It really felt like I was watching a live taping, though it wasn't an actual taping. It was just going to watch Family Feud live. A lot of fun. Louis did a great job with it. The families did an amazing job. I wish you could see it, but honestly, seriously, if you really want to know what it was like, go watch Family Feud. That's just how good it was. Or book a Carnival cruise and come on and see it. I don't know that they're on every Carnival ship, so check ahead of time, but Jubilee definitely has it. Check it out. Then after Family Feud, we went to the Rio Carnival, which started off with a Latin set in the beginning by the band, singers, and horn section. So that was really cool. And then it turned into a parade, which we didn't get to see because it was actually in Currents. It was in Currents, and we weren't in Currents. We were in the Grand Central, so we couldn't watch the parade part of it, but they had a video of it, which I guess was cool, but I didn't really like the combination of if you wanted to watch the parade part, you couldn't watch the show part, and if you wanted to watch the show part, you couldn't watch the parade part. I didn't like that, but it is what it is. Really cool, interesting way to start off a show. And then the rest of the Rio Carnival, which the rest of Rio Carnival was pretty good. They had aerialists, they had singing, they had dancing. It was all phenomenal. I enjoyed every bit of it, and that brings us to where we are right now, the end of an evening. We did so much today. I can't believe day 3 already over. Tomorrow is going to be Roatan, Honduras, and the one thing that I'm really excited for is I've been there once before on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship, but now we're going on Carnival and they have their own port, so we're gonna check it out tomorrow. We'll see what it's all about, and of course another day aboard the Jubilee. Can't wait to get into that. Thank you so much for watching today's video. As always, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see ya real soon. Good morning, my name is Steven and welcome to Roatan, Honduras. Today, let me ask you a question. Did you know that Carnival Cruise Line had built its own port? That is right, Mahogany Bay. Today we're here, Carnival's port. There's 2 ports in Roatan, so you can be on Carnival's or the other one. Today we're on board Carnival Jubilee, so of course we're gonna be in Carnival's port. We're gonna be checking out Mahogany Bay, see what's included, what costs extra, what it's like. We're gonna get down there, let's go. Boom, we'll see you real soon, Carnival Jubilee. Welcome to Honduras. Once we made it to the end of the pier, it looks like we get to go through some shops. Fancy. Sounds like a very common thing to do when you're in port. I will say that stepping inside is a little bit better than being out there in the heat. It is really hot out there, so it's nice. Even though it's stores and shopping, it's still nice to go through some air conditioning. Now it's time to continue the adventure, marching upwards. Also, that sign is a good indication of what we're looking for. The free beach access and the not so free activities. So as we've made it upwards, up to the little village area, there's a few different options. We go to the beach, we can go shopping. There's chair lifts, which we're definitely gonna do. But for now, we need to do some shopping. Dad messed up his slippers, so we're gonna go ahead and find new ones for him if we can. I feel like that should be a really easy thing. I'm sure there's a lot of tourists that come here unprepared and don't even bring any, so that's what we're gonna be looking for, and we're gonna take a look and see some of the shops to give you an idea of what you can buy here. Caribbean shopping is a popular thing, generally when it comes to jewelry. As you may, if you've watched the channel a lot, you may have seen prior series where we've done focuses on jewelry. We're not gonna do that this time around. At least I hope not. So just regular shopping. $22. What?
That one, right there, the black one.
This is what I mean by the other port. This is not where we are right now, but this is where Royal Caribbean's something of the seas is at the other side of Roatan, the island. So, in case if you're confused what I was talking about earlier, just a quick interjection. Thank you, Postcard, for being in the wrong place. Got it.
Got it.
He's got the new slippers. Mission success. And that concludes our whole shopping tour. We went from shop to shop to shop. There's a good size area. I mean, it goes all the way around. All shopping. All pretty cool if you like shopping. Basic souvenir stuff, you know, clothes, shirts, random little trinkets and stuff like that. They all got it. So if you're looking for something that says Roatan, they got ya. No worries. If you're looking for the right slippers, keep jumping. Keep trying. It'll be a little bit, but we got it. It took us like 8 stores, but totally worth it in the end. So yeah, now we're done with shopping, so we can move on to something more exciting. But now that Dad's got his new slippers, we're gonna be done with shopping. No more shopping, except we're gonna go to Diamonds International really quickly because the girls aren't here. So gifts for them. I'm so excited.
That thing is huge.
Wow, shiny.
That thing is huge.
Alright, so we got out of Diamonds International. We didn't find anything, so I guess we don't, sorry, Mom, Alyssa, we don't love you. It's just how it goes. We didn't find anything for you. We didn't get you anything, so.
Not yet.
Yep. We don't love you. Sorry about that. If you're watching. If you're watching.
Actually, a bunch more ports.
There's 2 more ports on this cruise, and then we have another cruise after this, so.
4 more
If we don't get anything by then we definitely don't love you. But of course, by the time you're watching this video, because of how I post things and where I'm always delayed, and that today is not actually today when you're watching it, it's like tomorrow times like 25, they would know that they already got the piece, whatever they got, if they got anything, which is probably not. It's just not looking very good. We tried. That was our best effort. Anyways, now time for exciting stuff. But just as a reference, while we're here, might as well talk about it. Right over there, pip pip, that's where you meet up for the carnival excursions. And then onwards, if you keep heading on down that way, this is all if you turn left when you arrive here, by the way, you will find where the taxis and tours are, private tours, that you can go ahead and grab right then and there. It's really not too busy, not too many options. It's really not too crazy like the last time we were in Roatan at the other port. I don't know that I have a clip. I might be able to show one, but if I don't, just imagine a lot of people around trying to convince you to go on a tour. It's not like that. It's much more chill here, which I like a lot. But we're not gonna do a tour today. We're just touring around the port of Mahogany Bay. We're just touring around the port of Mahogany Bay, which is nice, private, inclusive, a nice private area. So we've come back the other way to find the path to the beach, and there is chairlifts that you can pay for to take all the way across. Here's a quick look of what that costs. And there's a few other rentals that you can do too. $15 for an all-day pass, not too bad for an adult. A little bit cheaper for kids. I mean, if I paid that much, I think I'd be riding it all day. That's all I would be doing. Then again, I guess yesterday I paid $15 to ride a 20-second roller coaster. So there's really no perspective on any of this stuff. I think it's just awesome there's a chairlift. We're gonna walk it because cheap. But then if it's so bad, we will take the chairlift back. We will see. Time to take the long walk to Mahogany Beach. So interestingly enough, they do have nature trails that you can go walk off on. So if you want it to be exploristic, then you could take one of those nature trails. But we're not doing that right now because nature isn't calling now. Wait, that means having to go. And we're still walking. Now we got to take a bridge over. Looks like we're almost there. Across the bridge, onto the beach. And what's the first thing we get to when we get here? Stores. Seashell stores. I will say with the heat, it is nice just to be undercover for just a moment. I could complain about the stores all day, but they are air conditioning generally. I don't know about these ones, I don't want to walk in, but generally the stores are air conditioned, so you know, it's generally a good thing. And two, if not, it's just covered and shaded, and that's a benefit for sure, because it is hot out. Finally, touching sand. Let's go. So we've made it to the other side of the chairlift, which is about a 10-minute walk. Could this be worth it? Maybe if you have a hard time walking, but for me, it's not too big of a deal. I may not actually end up taking the chairlift because I keep seeing this thing pause, and I don't care, but that scares the heck out of me. The idea of getting stuck up on one of those things, I'm not a skier, and that's basically what these are. They're like the ski lifts, and I wouldn't do that skiing, mainly because I don't go skiing. So yeah, it sounded like a cool idea, and it sounds like something that I'd have fun with, but also the irrational fear of heights gets to me sometimes. But anyways, what a beautiful look at the Carnival Jubilee. We're gonna get a photo of this right here. Now, I was thinking about this just looking at the Jubilee. This ship is actually really massive. I do not care what anybody says. Yeah, sure, it's not as big as Oasis or even Icon, the new biggest ship, but it's still a huge ship, like seriously. And it's a fun ship. I've enjoyed every single moment aboard. But now, let's kind of enjoy a little bit more of Mahogany Bay. Now, by my understanding, I believe there could be up to 2 ships in port, but there's only one today, the Jubilee. And while she is a massive ship like I was talking about with, I think, 6,000 passengers, it can get a little busy, for sure, if people decide not to go out, which, why would you? It's included, it's free. There's other things you can pay for. There is actually a little cabana area that you can pay for right over here that we aren't going to, but it's nice, it's private, it's called Blue Lagoon, and it's your own little private beach area for those who are only in Blue Lagoon. So, you can be in public with everybody, or you can be in a more quiet area. You got both options. You just gotta pay for the quiet area. But that's okay, I think. Unless it's not, then let me know. Then I will say it's not okay. So just walking around back, there's plenty of free chairs that you can sit down on and lay down and set up in the back. I wanna say that those tents cost extra. Hey, editing Stephen, can you please pull up the price board? Was it there? Survey says I don't know if those cost extra right now, but that's what the magic of editing will give you text that tells you yes or no. I decided I'm gonna keep going, following the trail all the way. I don't know where it goes. Probably gonna hit a dead end here soon, but might as well keep going, right? Oh, looks like there's a little bar called El Hideaway. That's pretty cool. And a volleyball court. That's probably where the end of our tour comes. And here it is, the money shot at the end of the path. Look at that. So here's a slight secret for those of you who are still watching. Keep walking all the way to the back, and there's a little bit of a quieter area where not everyone is at. It doesn't look like it costs extra. So I would just keep going all the way to the back, hang out here. There are people here, it's not empty, but it's certainly not crowded. So that's how you kind of game the system. Try to get away from people. Just find the spots, walk further than everyone, you'll get the prize at the end, at least in my opinion. And there's a bar back here, really close by, that isn't too crazy. It's pretty open. And as we're walking by it, the cabanas are about $500 for a cabana for the day. Is it worth it? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know what it gives. They wouldn't tell me because I wouldn't pay it, so. $500. Then you get to find out what comes with the cabana, which may be nothing. I'm gonna start heading back down the path to head back home to the ship. And I want to mention there is food on the opposite side of these chairs. Well, that concludes everything that we could see here in Mahogany. So I guess we're gonna walk back, take that long 10-minute walk after walking so long. I wish they should just sell you like a half off, one way only. That would get you. Be like, I don't want to walk back at the end of the day. $7. Guess I have to pay it, right? That's what I would do, but there's no option. You have to pay the all-day pass or no pass. So we're gonna take the long walk back. And yeah, of course we didn't actually stay and hang out here. Would we have? Yes, if we were in the mood for the beach. But one thing we actually are more interested in is we actually want to head back to the ship so we can go to the pool, which would be a lot more empty than those sea days. So that's what we're gonna do. While everyone wants to be at the beach, we want to be in the pool on board. So that's the lesson at the end of the day. After a good hike through the heat, this duty-free store sounds like a great thing, even though I won't be buying anything. Sorry, just not me. Air. Before we head back aboard, just a quick mention. That is where we were. That's the beach, right there. It's actually really not that far from the ship, really looking at it perspective-wise, but the fact that you have to go all the way around is what makes that a long hike. I didn't really realize how close it was. When we got off, I didn't notice it, but it was right there all along. And like that, we've made it back aboard. Welcome home to the Carnival Jubilee. And I do want to mention that while I think that what they've done here, what Carnival's done to build a port that has a really nice setup, actually, like a free beach, some good shopping, like it's private, it's secure, it's safe. You don't have to worry about having to go too far. You could walk down, takes about 15 minutes, walk back, eat here if you wanted to, or go, just stay down there and eat. Whatever you want to do, whatever day you want to make out of it, you can here in Mahogany Bay, and I really appreciate it. I mean, seriously, the camera shows the beach. It's right there. It's super close, and it's included, and it's free. I mean, whatever else you want to spend, that's up to you. I like that. I really do. It is a great idea. Good job to Carnival. I don't wish every port was like that, because then you don't necessarily get to enjoy the place that you go. But for a place like Roatan, Honduras, which I have been, and we did a video here before, it's not my favorite place in the world. It's not the most exciting. If you want to check out that video, we did it on Allure of the Seas, Royal Caribbean. You can check it out. We went to the other port and we did tour around the island. It was interesting for sure. It was a cool one-time thing. I don't know what I would do again if I weren't here. It's definitely not something that I'd want to do again, so I'm glad that we had something different to do. You're probably sitting there wondering, like, as a video, that's it? But seriously, that's all the important things you need to know. If I miss anything, comment down below. I'll do my best to answer it. But as a video as a whole, I mean, really, what did you expect from me? It's just, I'm not really exactly the most model-looking kind of guy, so the beach shots for me, it wasn't gonna happen. So we just had to stick to purely informational stuff. Hopefully you got what you needed out of it. Like I said, if you have any questions, comment down below. I'll try to help out the best I can. Now for the rest rest of the video, for the rest of the evening, afternoon, I think we're gonna go chill in the pool, which means that we're probably not gonna record too much because pool footage is not that exciting, but it is gonna be nice because it's gonna be empty. Everybody is out in Roatan, but as the afternoon goes on, it will get busier, sadly. But so that just means we have to get out there even sooner. We did spend up like 3 hours over in Honduras, which is more than I thought, but all that walking around, it actually ended up eating a lot of the time of the day. But later tonight, we're gonna be going to Cucina del Capitano, which is going to be the Italian specialty restaurant aboard Carnival. So that's cool. Talking about a Carnival exclusive beach, how about a Carnival exclusive restaurant? In the specialty restaurant, that is. Later in the evening is the tailgate party and games. It is the flagship of the Carnival fleet, and since it is home ported out of Texas, there is a lot of Texans on board. You ask majority of the people, they're gonna say Texas. They're not gonna be like me and say California, though. I don't think I met anyone saying California, so I might be the only one, me and my dad, that is. That's why they're doing a Texas themed thing. So if you're coming aboard Jubilee or you're just interested in what that might be about, stay tuned. But for now, we'll catch you back in a few. And welcome to Cucina del Capitano for dinner. While typically Cucina is a specialty restaurant that costs extra, aboard the Jubilee, you get to dine here once for free. Every additional visit being $8, which I'd say looking at this menu is pretty worth it. I don't vlog in specialties, but in short, we enjoyed what we had for dinner here. The pork chop is always my favorite with the great sauce and cooked well. Dad tried the veal Marcella and short ribs, saying both were good, but leaning towards the veal. Overall, Cucina is definitely worth coming. So at a certain point, we have left Roatan. Kind of forgot to mention that, but anyways, it has been a beautiful evening today. Cucina del Capitano. Thumbs up on that one. Now it's time for the Texas tailgate. But so yeah, we'll see Roatan eventually in the future. Who knows when, but sometime soon. But now, time for the Texas tailgate part of the evening, where we get to see what this Texas-based ship has to offer. For those of us who are not Texans, of course. Welcome back to Grand Central. Let's see if we can find a seat just 10 minutes before the show starts.
Because he knew that he'd been beat. He laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet.
Your host for this evening, okay? So for this first game, I need some contestants, okay? I need 8 total contestants that want to play. Stephanie, Aubrey, let's go find some teams, okay? Well, here we go. Friends and family, let's count them down right now. In 3, 2, 1, let's go! Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1.
Spice up your life.
There we go. And now while they're eating these wings, are the fun squad going to be walking around with the trays so you guys can try the wings as they try right here, but a little bit less pressure for you guys. Oh, not yet.
Now,
Not yet.
So far, how did you do on the first one? Wow,
all right. The first one, they thought it was so good, they jumped right to the second one. All right, go ahead, but don't do the first one just yet. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Now that first one, since they've already eaten it, wasn't too bad. That one was Texas hot barbecue, okay? It was only level 2 spice, nothing too crazy, that's why you ate it so fast. Now the second one that you both also already devoured was a buffalo with a spice level of 3.
Oh.
So the first two, not too bad, nothing too crazy, but this third. We're almost done. We're gonna put that all together. From the top. 5, 6, 7 with the right. Cross, kick, bring it back. Kick, cross, kick, bring it back. Heel, 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 back. Bring it on up and shake it back. Grapevine to the right. Grapevine to the left. Now we're gonna take the right leg.
And like that, another evening has come to the end. So let's talk about it real quick. Tailgate night, that was an awesome themed night. I like it. I'm not actually Texas enough to know if that was offensive or if that was right on the money, but it was Texas themed. So they had a band performance, which they are awesome, by the way. Musical talent is phenomenal aboard this ship across everything. I will say that they played songs that were from Texas, so all the songs originated from Texas, is what they said. I don't actually know, and I'm not gonna go background check it, but they were all written and performed by people from Texas. So there you go, that's really cool. Then after that, they had some tailgate games, which was a little fun. That was really cool. I didn't play in any of them, but you know, that's just kind of how that goes. I never really perform or do anything, but there was a ring toss, which was kind of cool. Oh yeah, they had a wing challenge and they were eating spicy wings, which I would have partook in if I wasn't full, but unfortunately I was full, so that's why I didn't do it, though I think I could have easily nailed that one. Then after that, they had a performance from the Playlist cast where they were doing like a school dance or something like that, a homecoming dance, whatever you call it. I may look like I still belong in school, but it has been a few years since I have, so I don't exactly know what they were talking about, but it was a cool dance nevertheless. That was really well performed. And then also they closed it out with some line dancing, which you saw I'm not very good at, so that's why I don't do that very often. But anyways, that brings us to the end of the night. Tomorrow night is Costa Maya. We're going to be doing a excursion, so join us for that. Thank you so much for watching today. As always, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see ya real soon. Good morning, welcome aboard the Carnival Jubilee for day 5 here in Costa Maya. Today we're going to be doing a Segway and Beach Day tour through the cruise line, so it's going to be a shore excursion, which is always fun. I love Segways, as you may know, or you may have seen in the past. I do enjoy riding them, so this will be fun. We'll see what Costa Maya is all about while on a Segway. Now, of course, normally, for those of you who know, I normally run off of this camera right here. That is pretty massive, but don't worry. For less annoyance, we have one of these babies that we're going to be carrying throughout the rest of the day. So we're going to go ahead and swamp out, and I'll see you down there. Jubilee, we'll see you real soon. Welcome to Costa Maya. This ramp is too steep for me to stop. But we've made it. We have an excursion today. We're on our way to meet up. Costa Maya, it's been a while since the last time I've been here, but this is definitely a port that it seems like a good idea to get on a vehicle and go explore. So Segways, what a great way to do it. It will be a tour. And then also the beach, of course. You're in Mexico, you have to go to the beach. So we'll see. Let's go. After a long walk, we've made it to the port area, which is actually fully built out, but we have a pre-booked tour, so we're gonna head over to our shore excursions. We'll come back later. And here we are to our excursions. And there's a whole bunch of lists of different things. Segway, here we go. Now it's time to wait.
A bit loud here, but it's better to let you know what we're gonna do today. We start the activity here. From here we walk to the parking lot area around the corner. Carlos, the driver, is waiting for, actually, that's Carlos. He's Carlos. He's gonna take us in an open truck to Mahahual. Mahahual is the name of downtown. It's located 10-15 minutes away from here. That's why we use the open truck, because the ride is too short and the view is gonna be better. Okay? Provide to you safety gear, knee pads, elbow pads, helmets. That's mandatory for everybody. And after that, I show you how to use the Segway. We practice one-on-one with everybody to make you feel secure on that. Segway is very easy to ride. When everybody practice, and as soon as everybody feel ready, we do the Segway activity. During that time, we have a few stops in downtown. It's allowed to do shopping. It's going to be allowed to take pictures of you on your Segways. The main reason of this stop is because After a while, we're gonna feel the bottom of the feet kind of tingling or tired. So we must take a break. Okay? 2 stops. After that, after the second stop, we go straight to the beach club, where we're gonna get access to all the beach facilities. Drinks, food, or massage, they are not included. But you have enough time to buy something to drink or something to eat, okay? I'll let you know how longer time we're gonna spend over there. It could be 40, 50, 60 minutes. At the end of the beach time, we bring you back here. We're gonna end the activity here at 1:30. That's okay for you? ¿Sí? Muy bien, pues vámonos.
Alrighty, we signed in, we signed our life away, and now we're gonna take a truck to the area where we're gonna meet up with the Segways. So it's not actually here, we don't start here, we're gonna start down a ways a little bit. So I guess for now, we get to enjoy a quick, scenic drive. Alright, got here, got all suited up. We have to wear knee pads and shoulder pads, not shoulder pads, what are these pads? Elbow pads.
It's an elbow over there, not a nose, elbow.
Yeah, so extra safe here than other places, but that's okay, I guess. Just a little annoying to wear, but we'll be fine. Now we're gonna learn how to drive a Segway, for those of us that don't know how. We've done this a few times, but.
They're good.
Yep, but do I look good? Eh. But will I feel good? Yes.
Something very important. Don't pull or push the handlebar. This is only to keep the balance. Or if we need to go to the right or the left, we slide the handlebar to the sideways. We don't twist like a bicycle, okay? We slide to the right or to the left, and the Segway move to the sideways. To go forward, to stop, it's all about your balance. Lean your body forward, lean your body back. Right here, if something like we are like this, we press with the toes, we press with the heels. That's all we need to do, guys. That's because right here, we have 2 of these on each side. At the moment we lean forward, with the toes, we press the ones in the front and the Segway move. When we press with the heels, Segway stops, okay? One more time, I'm gonna repeat a lot this. Don't pull, don't push. Muy bien? It's like we get on the Segway, stand straight, relax. Don't be like this, okay? Just relax. We need to go to the right or to the left. Right, left. Don't make quick movements because Segway is very sensitive. We need to go forward. Lean forward. Lean back. Faster. Slow down. That's all we need to do, guys. Don't do this, okay? Now, I want to ask you something very, very important. First, I want to apologize because I did introduce to my co-workers. Isabel, Bianca, they are the rest of the crew. Okay, they're gonna be with us. Wait for the ladies or wait for me to hold the Segway at the moment you get on or get off. Okay, the proper way to get on, I recommend to you hold here, one step at a time. Don't do this, but if you do it, that's okay. That happens to everybody. Trust in the Segway. Just hold it. Feet position right in the middle. Stand up. Grab here. To step off, hold here. One big step in one move. Don't slide your feet. If I do this, the Segway moves backwards very easy. So we need to do a complete stop, big step, without pulling, without pushing. We ask you to wait for us because sometimes we try to step off very quickly. We do something like this. The Segway move to the sideways very, very easy. Okay? So please wait for us. We're gonna be right next to you during the whole tour, guys.
10. We have one at home, the smaller one too. I have similar.
You done it before?
Yep.
Fixed positions, that one, a little bit more in front, muy bien. Remember all the time, body straight, look ahead, and keep your distance all the time, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Do a couple of rounds here, and then when we feel ready.
Alrighty, we're on. a little more secure and safety oriented on this one than the others, but that's fine. But hey, that's okay. Safety is the #1 thing, right? But certainly if you've seen my other videos in Ensenada, I've done this a few times, kind of familiar with it, and we miss Gil, who's a lot more liberal on certain things, but maybe that's not so good. But he doesn't have accents either. So for now, we're just gonna be spinning around, doing laps, trying to get used to things. Remember how to do it, Dad?
No, don't know how to do it.
You had a little rocky start there, you know. Yeah, gotta step up smoother. I have to drive these for work, but we have the 3 wheels. It's kind of annoying that we have to wait for them to get off. Makes me miss Gil. See, the good thing is when you come here and if you don't have any Segway experience, they will take you, they'll walk you through it, they'll train you and everything, make sure you're good to go. Thankfully, they are a little bit nicer and kinder to those of us that already know what we're doing, and they just kind of let us go. Hey, stay away from me. So yeah, pretty simple stuff. Look at, first time, he got it in about 1 minute, 2 minutes maybe. But yeah, that's one of the greatest things about Segways is that they're super easy to drive. You don't really have to worry about them as much. As long as you have a good trainer and you listen to what they're telling you, in about a couple minutes, you'll be a professional. Maybe getting on, getting off is probably the most dangerous thing that you have to worry about, which in this case, they're not actually letting us do that on our own, so is what it is. But that's cool. So that means for those of you who are really new, you don't have to worry about getting on and off because they will be there to guide you, help you get off. But yeah, basically the way it works is you use your toes or you use your heels and you just kind of lean forward, you lean back, and that's just kind of how it goes. And you just push the stick one way or another, and that's how we turn. Simple stuff. If you've ever ridden a Segway before, you know how easy it is, and if you've never ridden one before, you should try it. It's definitely worth it. It's a lot of fun. I always enjoy it every time we do it. Hopefully, Costa Maya. A lot of people like to come to Costa Maya and do the golf carts, which is cool. Golf carts are cool, but I think Segways are a little bit more fun, a little bit more independent, and different. They're different. They're a little different than a golf cart, obviously. They're a lot different than a golf cart. So they're definitely worth a try. Give it a shot. All right, looks like everyone's good to go, so we're gonna start heading out, finally. I could feel it in the motor, but it is what it is. Things get used every day, or not every day, but every port day, so. Alrighty. We've lined up, and supposedly we're good to go. You could do a Segway, or your whole family can do a golf cart. And we're off. It's 11:47, so that was about an hour. That felt not that long. That's kind of crazy to think about that. Tour started at 10:30, 11:47, and we finally riding away. Here's just a beautiful look at the beach as we pass by. It's got a lot of seaweed today, so it does smell of the sea, that is. I don't think that's a beach that I really want to go in. Alright, so we made it to our first port. We made it to our first stop, which is just on the beach, just 10 minutes to get some shopping done, to relax. We've been hanging out on the swings, which I think is a nice chill spot to go, but 10 minutes goes by fast. Some people got snacks, some people bought things to take home. We didn't buy anything because we're cheap. And we just spent time talking with our guide, Edgar, I believe his name is. I will have to correct myself if it's wrong. But we were just chatting with them, seeing what life is like. And you know, the crazy thing about Puerto Costa Maya is that it's actually not that big of a town or a place. Like, the population is only about 2,000 people, and everyone comes in for the cruise ship days for when tourism's busy. So they stay for a few days when ships are here, and then they all leave. So realistically, only 2,000 locals live in the city, which is kind of crazy to think about. It's a nice, calm area, but it is a tourist spot, so it does get busy at times, especially when there's 4 ships. There can be 4 ships here in this port. This is the second busiest port in Mexico, I believe. Yeah. So Cozumel, which will be tomorrow, that's the busiest. This is the second busiest with 4 possible ships, and massive ships too. The Jubilee's in port. Icon's been here. and definitely any of the other Oasis class ships. And since Icon's the biggest, any other ship below that can fit here, and they put them all. They'll put 4 massive ships in here if they have to, and they will during the busier seasons in winter. So that's kind of crazy to think about. But for now, let's get back on to the segways and let's take off and see where we go next. We're back out on the road again. This time around, Dad and I have gotten the back. So I think my mic disconnected, so I'm sorry if the audio suddenly got worse, but we'll make it work. Apologies. A little more freedom for me to slow down and then just kick it into high gear, and then slow down again and then kick it into high gear like this, and then slow down because the rest of the pack slows down. Hey, there's a lot of people. There's 15 people in this group. They can do a maximum of 28 people, which is crazy to think about. The tour that I love in Ensenada is only 4. So you and your family, and that's about it. No one else. One guide. You can kind of play around a little bit more. To me, it's better, so that way you can get more people into the group and more people going. It is kind of an unfortunate thing when it's only you and a few other people. Like, that just means there's so many, like, that means not everyone can get it done, which kind of sucks. So more people can do the segways here in Costa Maya, so I'm a big fan, especially since there are 4 ships that can be here in port. Especially since we are on the Jubilee, which is 6,000 people, you know? You gotta get people where you can. That's your warning to be careful when you ride a Segway. Though I didn't quite see how to get taken out. Alrighty, so that was just a quick photo stop. Got one with the ships, got one with the sign. Pretty easy stuff. It's not really that long of, they're really not too long of stops, which is fine because I'd rather just focus on the Segway. But then after, when we're done with the Segway, because it's our last stop, we're gonna go and then just spend time at the beach, out of the Segways in regular clothes, not having to wear all this. One last time. And like that, yep. It's all done.
All done. No more. Take this off.
We'll chat more when we get back to the ship, though. Onto the beach now. Alrighty, we made it to our place. This is where we're hanging out for the next 30 or so minutes. All the time that we get depends on how long it takes us to get through the Segway tour. And it took us a little bit, so that's why we have a little bit of time, not as much time as we possibly could have. How was it, Dad?
It was okay. Yep, I survived.
We made it home.
It's a little hot.
Made it to the beach.
Made it to the beach. The beach.
Again, sorry, my microphone. I think it disconnected, so that's unfortunate. Here, it's not working. Or unless it is. I don't think it's working. Disconnect. We'll reconnect it, I guess now. I'll be working on it while we try and get chips and salsa. Alrighty, we got some chips and salsa. Well, and guac too. Boom. Why? Because it was quick, and because, I don't know, every time I'm at the beach, that's kind of something I like now. I like getting chips, I like getting salsa and guac. Salt. It's honestly kind of life. I don't know when I started like going to the beach and just eating chips, but it became a thing for me, and it's pretty good here. Unfortunately, we don't actually have the time to actually enjoy what we're eating here, but it's okay. Chips, you can go, I can nail these in about 5 minutes. We have 10 minutes, so. And like that, it's gone. All done. Now it's time to go. That was a great snack. Done in under 10 minutes, but worth it. But now it's time to head back to the port and get home. And like that, the tour is done. We're home in the port. We're gonna spend a few minutes. We're gonna walk around and see what we can see here in Costa Maya, because this port is actually done up just a little bit, so you can spend time here, just like we spent time yesterday in the port. We didn't leave anywhere. Today you can do the same thing in Costa Maya here, but we really want to do the Segway tours. And we'll talk about that. We'll do a full review when we get back aboard, but for now, let's explore. Yeah, the good thing is the golf carts are here. You can rent them out. They're gonna be $80 a day. So you can rent out the golf carts right over there. And then here they are. You can rent them out for $80 a day. So when you come here, you can fit up to 4 people or 6 people on some of them. I'm not sure if there's a difference in price, but hey,
They're a great option. I've done it before. Check out that video if you haven't seen it already. Then over here we have just a little sandy area for you to kick back and relax by the pool, which I think is really cool. They even have a flow rider, which I assume is gonna cost extra, which is totally fine, but crazy. So if you're not on a Royal Caribbean cruise, you can pay and you can go ride the flow rider here in port. I didn't know that was a thing. That's gotta be new, or I'm just blind. But then anyways, here's a look at the pool. It's a nice small pool, it's free to use. Anyone can come here and enjoy their time here. And there's a swim up bar, cool. So while there may not be beach access, there is definitely pool access or water access, so you can spend time in the sun, don't have to go too far, which is nice. Then of course, as we walk back further to the ship, there's gonna be plenty of shops for you to go and get souvenirs, just your basic standard port shopping. There's a good amount of it here though, for sure. Then one of the things they have here is dolphin discovery. So if you want to do the swim with dolphin experiences, they got it here for you. Don't gotta even go anywhere. If you were to have booked it through the cruise line, it would be here. So you could book it through the cruise line or book it here last minute. I'm not sure about pricing, but take a look. Then we come out to another pool experience, which is a little bit more crowded than the other one. A lot more going on, but the thing is they force you to walk around all this stuff, so trying to get through is a bit of a nightmare. Nice zigzag snake all the way through all the shops, pools, and bars and restaurants. We got a brief moment to look at the sun flyers, which is really cool. And now I think it's just time to get back aboard. So let's go. Alright, so we made it back from Costa Maya. We're back aboard the Jubilee, home sweet home. I just really wanted to talk about Costa Maya and our excursion. Give a recap. Is it worth it? Is it not? Well, first of all, it was $90 a person to do the excursion, which is a little pricey for a Segway tour, but it wasn't at the same time. It was a 3-hour tour, but only about an hour of it was actually on the Segways. The rest of the time was transportation to and from. We spent a little time on the beach, and then also we had to spend a lot of time for those who needed to learn how to actually ride the Segway. So if you've never driven a Segway before, this is your first time, I absolutely recommend doing it. This is a great way to start. They're very careful, they're very meticulous on making sure that you get it down. They're there every step of the way, when you get on, when you get off, everything. Little more annoying for me, who has done it before, who doesn't necessarily need the babysitting, no offense. But when you do a Segway, you'll find that they're really easy, and after a few goes, you're gonna be a professional at it. You don't really need that hand holding like they are doing. It's good for when you start, but as you get better at it, it just feels like you're getting restricted, which is how Dad and I felt. We've done quite a few Segway tours, not just on the channel, but other times we have lots of experience with the Segway, so we don't necessarily need that hand holding. But if you've never done it before, you don't have to worry, because you're gonna be in great hands. Totally safe. One person did fall, but they were okay in the end of it. They make you wear knee pads, elbow pads, and a helmet, so you're good to go. Thankfully, nothing too crazy. The guy got back on it right after and was totally fine. So good for first timers, maybe not so great for those who are more intermediate or advanced. Maybe look for a different tour or skip this one. But then overall, then the beach portion wasn't exactly the best beach, because it's Segway and beach. It wasn't a very beachy beach. It was just one little restaurant that we went to and got dropped off of, and we spent 20 minutes. We could have spent longer had we finished the Segway tour faster, but it didn't seem like it's something that we really wanted to spend too much time in anyways. Sorry, I'll go ahead and hold and let you pass.
We want to be on there too.
Oh, you can be in there too. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the beach portion of it, I could have done without it. I really didn't need it. I would have preferred more time on the Segway, but I get it. It's a Segway beach experience. The only thing, looking at it overall, I wish there was more of an advanced experience than just something for people who have never done it before. Like if you'd ridden one before, you kind of know how it goes, and just go for that tour and you get more time to actually drive around, because there's plenty of pathways that we could have gone and really gone and had some fun exploring, but we really didn't get to do that. ATVs look like maybe it's gonna be a better option. We'll have to try that next time we come back to Costa Maya. But anyways, overall, would I do it again? I don't think I would, but I do recommend it if you've never done it before. If you've never ridden a Segway, that's a great first experience. You can't go wrong with it. Costa Maya got you handled. You have to book it through the cruise line because there's no other option. They're contracted directly with them. That's the only way you could do Segways in Costa Maya. You can't do it private. You can't do
any of that nonsense. You have to go directly through. So that's my 2 cents on it. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I think that's what we're gonna call it today. I'm gonna take the rest of the day off to enjoy the time aboard the Jubilee and to work on some other content. So thank you so much for watching. As always, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see ya real soon. Good morning, my name is Steven, and today is our last Carnival Jubilee video. Today was supposed to be Cozumel Day, in which we were going to spend the time not getting off the ship, but seeing what the Jubilee would be like on an empty port day. And welcome to Cozumel, Mexico. And today we're not getting off. Today we're gonna enjoy a day aboard Carnival Jubilee while it's quiet, while it's not crowded. And actually, to be quite fair, I did wake up a little late and we do have an early departure because we have to get all the way back to Galveston in a few days. So that's kind of why we're leaving early and not really explaining why I woke up late, but you know what? It's okay because we're gonna be on board for the rest of the afternoon, rest of the evening, and just enjoying the time. Our last port day, and we have a sea day tomorrow, but let's see what it's like. But today we're gonna be trying to get the things that I haven't been able to do because it's been so busy. Mainly, guys, burger is the biggest thing I wanna get to. But I really quickly wanted to point out, across the way is Harmony of the Seas, in which a few days, when we get back to Galveston, if you didn't know, we're gonna be getting off and we're gonna be going right over to Harmony of the Seas. And to see her a few days before we get aboard is actually really cool. While we're not docked directly next to her, because Cozumel has a few different ports, and we're docked at a different port than the one Harmony is at, I thought it was really cool to see her get a sneak peek, as one would say, before we actually hop aboard. We'll be there in a few days, but for now, let's enjoy the rest of Carnival Jubilee. All right, we made it to Guy's Burger, and it still somehow has a line and a port day where everybody's off the ship. But you know what? That's okay. It's not too bad. It's a lot less than it was yesterday. I have a feeling that this sign may not be the most accurate, given that it's just right out that way. But you don't know. Maybe I just don't know how to count. Finally got over to Guy's Burger, which is the best burger at sea, in my opinion. I think so. But even on a day like today where it's a port day and most people have gotten off in Cozumel because it's a popular port, it's still busy. But they are cooking up so many burgers at a time. They're working, they're trying to crank through and get through people as fast as they can. So yes, it's a longer wait. It does take a little bit, but it does go fast at the same time. So anyways, we already know how this is gonna go. Unfortunately, we didn't actually get to execute that video. Instead, I had to work on other things. Mainly, I was editing for the day, so unfortunately, we lost a good day of footage for that. But today, I'm gonna cut together a few different things that I've done over the last few days. Actually, today, a little trade secret, it's actually day 7 right now. I'm about to get off the ship, so we're gonna cut together a few different days and put it all together, just a wrap-up video of the Carnival Jubilee and my experience. So thank you so much for watching this video. It's gonna be a little rougher than the normal vlogs, but bear with me because I promise you what we get in the end for the next video is so worth it. So let's get to it. So we've sailed away from Cozumel and, well, I guess we didn't really spend too much time on the ship actually enjoying an empty ship. We did spend most of the time working, and that's the most important thing that we need to do is actually get some work done. If you haven't noticed, on the channel, I have been gone for a few months and we're trying to get back into the swing of things, and by we, I mean me. I'm trying to get back into it, so that is all I'm working on right now. That's all I did today, and today is honestly gonna be more of a filler kind of vlog, kind of filling out some things where I didn't exactly have placement for them in prior days. But before that, tonight is Elegant night and we are going to head over and enjoy some lobster. So let's go ahead and get over there. Welcome back to the Pacific Restaurant for dinner. Now we just have to get through to show them our table, but there's a huge mass of people waiting. I mean, that big crowd took a few minutes, but not too long. We're on our way to our table for lobster night. All right, for formal night, we have 2 very exciting dishes. One is lobster. Lobster night is not gone on Carnival. In fact, it's still a thing. But the problem is that you have with lobster night, it's only on sailings that are 6+. So since this is a week-long cruise, we have an Elegant night with lobster on it. So let's see how this tastes today. It's okay. Could use a lot of butter though. And then the other thing is prime rib, which I'm always a big fan of prime rib. So basically, tonight we got like a surf and turf sort of setup, which is really awesome. But yeah, prime rib with au jus, let's go. It's actually really tender, because I accidentally cut it not with a steak knife. Cut it with a regular knife. And it's still cut really easily, and it's really good. Both options are very great. Carnival night, you can't go wrong, especially when you have someone else that orders you their lobster tail and gives it to you. Unfortunately, lobsters do only have a one per person kind of limit, but when you pair it and you get a surf and turf, you can't go wrong. Dinner was honestly pretty good to me. My dad actually really didn't like his dinner. He had the prime rib and lobster just as me, and his prime rib, and I tried a bite of it too, was actually so much more tougher than mine was. Like, the difference in quality was very, very different. It was very apparent, and so I understand why he wasn't as happy with the dinner as I was in the video. And we talked to our neighboring table, and they actually had the same experience where the husband had a really bad steak, but the wife had a really good one. So I'm not really sure what's up with that carnival. There's a lot of people that have to feed on board. You have to source quite a bit of meat to feed the entire dining room, but to be so different, I'm not really sure how that happened, but it did. So that's just something realistically to expect. And service tonight was a lot slower than expected, which is kind of a bummer. We hate to see it when that happens, but you know what? It is what it is. You make the best out of it. Dinner in the main dining room, always expect a longer dining experience. Now, of course, you never want to just sit there for 20 minutes without seeing a server, which we only saw our server 3 times. One to take our order, one to deliver our appetizers, and one to deliver our dinner. So that was the only times we ever got to see him. Not the best service, but I understand these guys work hard. They're spread really thin. That's really just a Carnival Cruise Line thing. That's not necessarily bad on the servers. They're trying their best. They're working real hard. But sometimes when they have too many tables and everyone's all over the place, they just get caught up and it's a hard time for them. So I do understand. Now, there wasn't actually a show after Elegant Night, so I'm gonna pull a day before. Now we're going into night 5. At the end of Costa Maya, we ended right when we got back on ship, but there was more to the evening that we're gonna share right here. So it's kind of a bit of a, you see how it's kind of a Franken-zombie of an episode. But anyways, Dear Future Husband in the Jubilee Theater by the Playlist cast. Let's take a look.
Look at that kid. This is going to be awesome.
I just want everyone to remember it was me. What a brand I do for the two of you to get married on a ship.
Hey everyone, Adam Storm and Amber Pierce are getting married tomorrow night on the Lido deck.
Here, I brought stuff to decorate your cabin door.
Who'd have thought that a city slicker would fall in love with a Texas gal?
This party's officially started! I got a feeling. Tonight's the night, hey, let's spin it up. I got my money, let's spin it up. Go out and smash it, like oh my God. Jump off that sofa, come on, let's get it. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready. 'Cause it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you.
Go totally crazy. Forget I'm a lady. Men, shirt, short skirts. Come in my head and do what I dare.
Hey!
Adam Storm. You know this guy's not afraid to play with my best friend's wig.
Okay, sorry everyone. Some guy named Vinny requested it.
I just remembered. We have a wedding surprise for you. You're a sweet moonbeam. The smell of you and every single dream I dream. I knew when we collided, you're the one who I decided was one of my kind.
I'm starting to think you want her too. Am I crazy? Have I lost you? Even though I know you love me, can't help it.
One step closer. I am tired every day waiting for you.
We were victims of the night, the chemical, physical kryptonite. Help
So Dear Future Husband is an amazing show. I actually really appreciate that show. It's about a couple who's coming aboard the Carnival Jubilee to get married, and I like that storyline a lot, actually. Whenever there's a story to some of those playlist shows, it makes it so much better, so that way you can be invested in the characters, and I kind of liked the idea and approach that they took with it. They played some really good music, the singing was amazing, the dancing was amazing, but the only weird thing that I have with Dear Future Husband is that in the middle of the show there is a nightclub scene that just completely breaks the whole story. It's very random. I'm really not sure why it's there. I understand it's there for comedy relief, but also at the same time, it's very tough. I mean, you're listening to Harlem Shake and Gangnam Style, which are two songs that I don't take serious at all, which is probably the whole point of those songs, but it just completely breaks up the whole pacing of the entire narrative of the show. It just felt like they're trying to extend out the time, and that's probably exactly what they were doing. So I'm not a big fan of it. It's definitely not my favorite part, but the rest of it, the getting ready for the wedding ceremony, and all of it just kind of comes full circle. I really enjoyed it. It's a great show. One that you definitely have to check out. It's not going to be a favorite amongst everyone. I know that some people do not like it. It's just not a favorite. So go in with an open mind, and hopefully you'll enjoy a lot of the music like I did. I think like song selection is the best part about it, and hopefully you'll have a great time. Now, we will highlight this because I didn't really record it, I just enjoyed it more so, is the 80s Rock and Glow Party, which is honestly to me the most popular carnival party ever. It is up on the Lido deck and it is packed full of fun. Everyone is out there, everyone is dancing, even me. I didn't record it because I can't record and dance at the same time. It doesn't really work, but I was dancing, I promise. I'm not just lying to you, wink. No, I really was. It was actually a really great time. I loved the 80s party. It was a fun one. I didn't vlog it too much. I just enjoyed it. That tells you how good of a party it was. If I don't want to spend time on the camera, that means that it was actually something good. Future reference for everything that I do. If I spend a lot of time recording something, I didn't enjoy it much, but if I spend a lot of time enjoying it, I really enjoyed something, right? There's not that much footage, probably means I enjoyed it. Not always true, but definitely for the parties. If there's a lot of footage, then I didn't enjoy it at all. And that concludes our Day 5 flashback. One of the things that I've been really enjoying about the Carnival Jubilee is going to be the comedy shows. The fact that they have 2 comedy shows at the same time. There's 2 comedians aboard at any given time. We actually had a total of 4 comedians. I'm not going to talk about them specifically, but just the idea of having 4 comedians throughout a sailing, and they're doing 3-4 shows an evening. They actually set up Punchliner Comedy for the adult show, and then they have Limelight Lounge for the everybody show, and I've really enjoyed the comedy shows. We're not allowed to record them, so that's why I haven't really talked about them, but me and Dad have definitely enjoyed going to comedy, and I like that you don't need a reservation for it. You just need to go, and they're doing multiple shows throughout the evening. And so even though they're smaller comedy venues, like you want a comedy club to be, they're more intimate, everyone gets a chance to go, and I love it. That's definitely one of my favorite things about this ship is the comedy shows, and I don't even get to record it, but that's fine because I get to laugh and enjoy it myself. So then that brings us to Day 7, our final day aboard the Carnival Jubilee. Obviously, this is the last day of the cruise, and I'm not vlogging, but I'm recording something, so something's a little off, right? And that's because the next video, or in a few videos, we're gonna be doing Harmony of the Seas versus Carnival Jubilee, Texas's 2 biggest ships. I'm so excited to talk about both of these ships in one video. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned for it. I promise you it is going to be worth sacrificing these 2 days for that one awesome video. We spent most of the day filming this Carnival versus Harmony of the Seas video, and we had to do a lot of B-roll background. So this sea day, as the last day, has been a complete bust. But we have one more show that we're going to try and get to, which is going to be the Festival of Nations. So let's head down to Grand Central yet to enjoy our last show. Welcome the way to end all cruises on Carnival. The world works here. And I'm on the wrong floor, so we gotta head down. I don't know what I was thinking. I just thought deck 8, but that's, yeah, it's technically the Grand Central, but I need to go to deck 6. I wanna be on the bottom floor.
My name's Louis, I'm your cruise director, and to me, cruising's all about making friends, making memories, and having fun. So give me a big cheer this cruise if you've made a friend. Who's made a friend this cruise? Yeah? Give me a cheer if you're gonna see that friend again. Ah, not many people, not many. Give me a big cheer this cruise if you've made a memory. Cheer this cruise if you've had fun. Well, to me, cruising is all about the people on board. We are a big, beautiful, shiny ship that sails across the ocean. We make the same cocktails. We make the same food food in the restaurants. We go to the same places, we do the same shows, I tell the same jokes. The only difference is each and every single one of you. It's down to all of our crew and all of you. So a big thank you on behalf of the captain and all the crew to you. Thanks for having fun. Thanks for singing along. Thanks for going to the cocktail bars. Thanks for partying in the nightclub. Thanks for going to watch our shows, watch our musicians. It's all because of you that this has been an incredible cruise. But before we start the show, who's going to come back and see us soon? Yes! I'm going to bring up some of our incredible, hard-working crew members, because on board this ship, we've got over 1,750 crew from over 58 different nations. And don't they all do an amazing job? Carnival Jubilee, please give it up for our crew! Up first, this next team member is waving the flag of a nation with over 24 team members on board. Give it up for the nation of Ghana! Carnival Jubilee, next up, we're hailing the beautiful nation of South Africa. We've got over 50 team members from there. Carnival family, we're going to keep the party going as we now recognise the beautiful nation of Serbia. Next up, we're off to one of the most vibrant, colourful nations in the world. Please give it up for all of our crew members from Kenya. Now tonight we're going to be taking you to this beautiful location, but first we're going to celebrate all the hard-working crew from China. It's now time to heat it up. We're off to one of the wonders of the world. Give it up for our crew members from Peru. Carnival Jubilee, it's now time to jet off to Croatia. And next up, we've all been on this cruise, it's the nation of Honduras. Carnival family, this is a fantastic, beautiful flag from a great nation of Zimbabwe. Next up, we're off to Jamaica, baby. Incredible crew members. Carnival family, next up is the nation of Colombia. And it's now time to recognize each and every single one of you, because we've got 5,872 guests from the United States of America. Carnival family, let's sing our party and sing up on your feet. Help us all together, we can rock the boat. Please put your hands together for the Carnival Jubilee crew. We all sail from our nations around the world, but it's thanks to each and every single one of you that we get to do the job we're enough to do, and we get to sail out of fantastic US ports off board our fun ship. So thank you everybody. Here we go, double time, let's rock the boat. Take 6, 7 and 8, you're looking great. Here we go. Cruising all about making friends, making memories and having fun. Here we go folks, hands up. Take number 7, take number 8, we see ya. Here we go. Carnival family, please go wild, go crazy. For your Carnival Jubilee crew. It's nearly showtime, but please one more time, give it up for your Carnival Jubilee crew. Carnival family, it's now time to welcome up the wonderful Ethan and Michelle as we imagine a world that works together in perfect harmony, just like this ship. Please put your hands together for tonight's center stage vocalists. Feel free to sing along.
Immagine per mundo la gente senza te e senza più l'inferno. Living for today. Now so I Surrender my everything, 'cause you made me believe you're mine. Yeah, you used to call me baby.
We just finished up We Are One with the combination of the Festival of Nations, which started off with the World Works here, which is always my favorite show, but the We Are One, that whole performance was awesome. I loved it. That was a good use of space in Grand Central. There is things happening all over the place. They were doing literally live changes right in front of us, which was really cool. The aerialist was amazing. Everything about that show was awesome, phenomenal. Live music, live performance. Honestly, one of the best shows aboard the ship, in my opinion. Sorry, Players Cast, but I got to give it to the Central Stage performers. But this was awesome. What an amazing way to finish off the night and finish off the cruise as far as all the performances go. We've come to the end of the evening, I guess. So now it's time to head back, start packing, get our luggage out for the next morning because we have to get off early tomorrow. 1 week goes by really fast. Sometimes it's hard to imagine that 7 days can just like that be over and you have to go home. But thankfully this time we're not going home. We have another journey after this, but we still have a few more moments to enjoy aboard Carnival Jubilee. So let's go ahead, get packed, enjoy the rest of the evening, and enjoy tomorrow morning. So let's go. So yeah, now you're all caught up. I've caught you back up. We're here back in the cabin. We're gonna finish up packing and pretty much get ready to say goodbye to this beautiful ship. It has been an amazing 7 days. Honestly, when I came aboard the Carnival Jubilee, I didn't know what to expect. I knew that this ship was different. The Excel class was different than any other Carnival ship that I'd been on, and certainly it has been, and for a lot of really good reasons. This ship is Carnival's best. There's a lot of things that they can improve on, definitely. It's not perfect. I feel like there's a good span of Carnival ships where if you go on one, you've been on all of them, they're all very similar, but the Excel class is completely different, and a lot of the changes they made on this ship are for the better, and I'm really excited to see what Carnival's next ship class is going to be like, because it will be even better. I already know it. Specifically, if they take what they've learned here on Carnival Jubilee and apply it to the future ships, Carnival will be a brand that continues to grow and continues to innovate and to bring fun to cruising. I have I'm just looking at myself in the camera right now. I have really tanned out over this week. The sun has been beaming for sure. But anyways, hopefully that all made sense. Let me know if you have any questions about that. Debarkation is never a fun day, but it's always a day that we all have to go through on every cruise, no matter who you are. So I'll check back with you in a few. It's the next morning, and today it's time to get off the ship. So we are waiting for our luggage tags to be called because we checked our luggage last night. We're group number 8, and also we don't want to get off right away because our boarding time is not until 11. It's currently 8:30. It's time to get out of the cabin. So let's go ahead, get out, see what the rest of the ship looks like as it's time to leave. Goodbye, cabin. It was nice staying in you for about a week, but now it's time to leave. Just a quick glance at the Grand Central, and everyone is just casually waiting for their number to be called. Oh, wow. It's foggy today. And after a little bit of waiting in the Lido Marketplace, it is time for us to go. It's actually about 9:40, so it took a while for our luggage tag to get called, but it's finally called. Time to get off. So head down and check off. Time to get off.
Hey, see you soon.
Bye, Sam.
Take care.
Last steps. We're off the ship. It's time to head home. Oh, I wasn't saying it's time to head home. Close enough statement. But now it's time to go get our luggage, go through customs, and we'll be out on land again. Alrighty, we're back out on land. Welcome back to Galveston, Texas. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the entire series of the Carnival Jubilee, but now we have to make our walk back to Harbor House, where we're gonna catch a bus to our next cruise. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you'll check out the next one, Harmony of the Seas, coming up real soon. Thank you so much for watching. As always, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see ya real soon.